Floyd big as hell now. Man, they said nigga got muscles and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red bones, my type, light skin, that's black, hello. Be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
I like red bones, my type, light skin, that's black, hello. Be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic, be a fan, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
Hey, man, what's going on, man? Shout out to Melody coming into the gate with the 499 Super Chat. Appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all like and share the stream. Please like and share the stream. I done made YouTube a little mad lately. So, as a matter of fact, let me even check my shit. Let me see if they showing my shit right now. Yeah, man, you gotta have that theme music, man. Hey, they said that, you know, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that. So, hey, man, hey, niggas got a theme song. Nigga, do you have a theme song, nigga? Do you have a theme song? All right. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hey, listen, bro. Trigger warning. All right. For most of y'all, this don't apply because y'all know how I get down. But to any of my new subscribers, thank you if you are new subscribers. Hey, man, the subscribers are picking up more and more by the day. Appreciate everybody that shares, you know, that talks about it, that, you know, everybody that helps spread the message and grow the platform, man. Greatly appreciate you guys. But trigger warning, okay? Let me preface this. George Floyd did not deserve to die. I say again, George Floyd did not deserve to die. That is not what I'm saying. But what this is going to prove today is that he played a major part in his own demise, and everything I and a lot of people in this same sector said way back in May or whenever this happened, coming to light. Everything from the counterfeit bills to him being on them pills and a whole lot of motherfucking dirty deals, bro. To every black person out there, especially you black women, You know who he was talking about when he said, shout out to the city, Mama. You know who he was talking about? Y'all know who he was talking about when he said, Mama. Dear mama. Y'all know who he was talking about? I can tell you this. He was not talking about, and again, bro, this is why you need to turn your TV off. This is why black people, you need to stop fucking listening to white liberal news stations that keep you motherfucking in this racism, in this everybody's out there, they hunting us, they killing us, fucking bullshit trap, bro. When they said that, I was like, damn, man. It really don't make no sense for this man to be calling on his mama. He know his mama dead. But what did the media do? The media flipped it. Yeah, he know he was going to die. Oh, and Steven Jackson too, and everybody else that was on this bullshit. Man, to see a man crying for his mama, man. Now, granted, I don't even think he thought they knew the actual meaning of it. Oh, Roscoe know what's going on. Roscoe know who he was talking about. Roscoe know who he was talking about, and we're going to have her today. And shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody showing love. Greatly appreciate you guys, man. We about to get into this thing, bro. So I've been following the trial for like the last 2 days, not really too much starting to begin because it was a lot of BS. I see a lot of people floating the thing about the dude having the back and forth about the cop and there. Oh yeah, he told him that he was this and he told him he was that. Listen, man, listen. The major issue and problem with black people, black men especially, is a problem with authority, bro. All right. Shout out to my man, Jeffrey. I ain't gonna put his whole name out there, but the guy that put me in the Navy as a recruiter, bro, told me the realest shit that like opened my eyes. Very few phrases in my life that I've been told that was so fucking so impactful, so motherfucking like just common sense shit. But you know, just wise. It was like, hey man, so you mean to tell me your main reason for not wanting to join the military is you don't want nobody telling you what to do? He said, bruh, you know how fucking stupid you sound? He said, the president of the United States have people to tell him what to do, bruh. He said, everybody in this motherfuckers that work a Fortune 500 CEO have people tell him what he got to do, man. Everybody go listen to somebody at one point, and you think you special? And I was like, damn, you're right. And he's like, okay, so what do you want to do? You want to go through, stay here and making, and, you know, work your little bullshit job at whatever you're working and so on and so forth, and, you know, go around here and be the hood superstar? Or you want to get out here, motherfucking join the Navy and, you know, see the world and, you know, do something with yourself? I was like, well, damn, man, you a smart dude, ain't you? I said, yeah, man, I'm a smart guy. Mind you, again, shout out to all the Navy recruiters, some of the best fucking salesmen in the world, okay? Some of the best salesmen in the world. I always bring that up. I always forget them. I bring up like car salesmen, our real estate agents, people like that who learn pretty much like selling courses or people skills, right? Recruiters are some of the best, man. They teach them all of this stuff, bro. They teach them this stuff. So shout out to all the recruiters in the building, man. I got a bunch of new faces in the place. Renaissance Chick in the building. What's up, Renaissance Chick? Thank you, ma'am. Shout out to Shaka, wasn't it? Niggas didn't want to join the Navy because they can't swim. Yes, of course. In Macon, Georgia, yes, bro. I only seen one white dude in the history in that fucking recruiter station that was in Macon. I don't even know they still got it there because it wasn't it. Yeah, man. So listen, bro. We finna get into this footage. Mind you, fair use, fair use. This is for discussion purposes. I actually have stuff written down, so you see me. I have to write this down because the time marks and everything are very important in this situation. I can watch the whole thing, and I'm gonna play it at 1.5 speed because 2.5 speed is really too fast. So that's a little too fast. So I don't want to do that. But again, man, appreciate you guys in the building. We're about to get into this thing. Make sure you like and share the stream, people. Like and share, please, and thank you. All right, let's get into it.
how many people get addicted to opioids. We both suffered from chronic pain. Mine was in my neck and his was in his back. We both had prescriptions, but after prescriptions that were filled, and we got addicted and tried really hard to break that addiction many times.
And were you each aware of each other's struggles with opioids?
Yes, eventually in our relationship we shared that.
And did you work together on that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I'm a Baby Nate fanatic, red monkey junkie. Listen, man. George Floyd was a junkie. All right. Don't come to me with these white folks opioid addiction shit, because what? Niggas don't respect junkies. Niggas don't respect geekers. Niggas don't respect crackheads. Niggas don't respect anybody with an addiction, bro. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. What do they do to the motherfucking the motherfucking crackhead in Menace to Society? What did he do to him? What did they do to motherfucking what was it? No, it wasn't Smokey. What was it wasn't Smokey. What was Chris Rock's character in the fucking New Jack City? What was the name of his character? Pookie, yeah, Pookie. They gonna kill the nigga, man. They go strap the bomb to him, go blow him up. Don't want to die, man. Nobody cared about fucking in the black community, bro. The worst thing you can be is a motherfucking fiend or a junkie, bro. Niggas have never cared about it. Niggas didn't want to hear nothing about no rehab. Niggas didn't care nothing about you going through no program. And it's like I don't understand it, because again, the worst people that are most critical of the fucking junkies, the geekers, the crackheads, are the drug dealers. And I'm like, bruh, that don't make no sense, because without them, you have no occupation. You have no revenue. You have no purpose. But yet and still, niggas don't understand logic. So, everybody clown them. I remember Jeezy said it, man. Shout out to Jeezy. Rest in peace. His mom passed away recently. But he said in a verse, he was like, hey, man, I almost put my hands on my mama because she found my stash. This man, had it not been his mama, what would have happened? Only reason he didn't whoop her because that was his mom's. Bro, nobody has any sympathy or fucking anything for the goddamn fiend in the black neighborhood. So again, she's confirming it. This white woman we gonna get to it, y'all. I can't wait. Exactly. Easy Ellen Friday. Easy Ellen Friday too. Nobody has respect. The crackhead has never been as sympathetic in the black community. So please, bro, let's stop with this bullshit. On top of him being a motherfucking junkie, the nigga was a fucking criminal, bro. I ask you, all you black women out there especially, if you're pregnant, George Floyd, 6'5", 6'6", kicks in your fucking door with a whole bunch of other niggas, takes the motherfucking pistol and sticks it to your stomach and hit you with the CeeLo Green. I put the barrel to your baby mama belly and squeeze off too, so the world won't have to deal with another fuck nigga like you. Would you be so sympathetic? This is why, and again, bro, I never understood, bro. Y'all niggas out here don't talk to your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, people you grew up with your whole life, people that's gonna help you pay your rent, people that's done motherfucking came through to you in hard ways, bro. For real. Life connections that y'all don't talk to this day over something stupid. You probably don't even remember what the fuck it's for. But all of you dumbass niggas got out here in the fucking streets for a complete, total stranger, criminal, junkie ass nigga. That's what you did. This is the representation of motherfucking black men. The number one black man you go see in the fucking world. The biggest name for black men right now. Not Michael Jeffrey Jordan, not Robert F. Smith, not Muhammad Ali, not Clarence Thomas, not Thomas Sowell, fucking George Floyd. a fucking unreformed criminal junkie. Thanks a lot. Black Lives Matter and dumbass black people. Oh shit, I know this is gonna be SKC. You better get in the thing. Oh shit, here we go. Meech, pull your ass up, Meech. Pull up. Make sure you, when I drop this link, nigga, make sure you pull up. You too, Disrespectful Six, whoever, everybody that got all this smoke, make sure y'all hit that link. You gonna get this work today. And while you talking all this shit, look at who's speaking. This is his woman. How you pro-blacks? If you pro-blacks can't even co-sign for this man. If you are pro-black, how are you even co-sign? He should be eliminated from the gate, right? And I gotta do this. Hold on, I gotta do it. Shout out to the nigga in the wig. The nigga in the wig might have been on to something. Y'all should have listened to her. I'm not saying that she was right, but I'm gonna say she did bring up a great point. And it's gonna be the sweet nectar, bro. I told y'all, man. Shout out to Donovan Wood, man. Salute, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, man, my man right here, bro. You be happy. Hey, this is one of the happiest dudes, bro, I ever seen in life, man. He always listens to his music, bumping and riding in his car. Hey, man, I want to be like you when I grow up, brother. Not a care in the world. I want to be like you, man. Shout out to Donovan Wood. Let's get back into it. Oh, Jessica. This is Mama. SKC, where you at, SKC? SKC, I need you to put it every time it comes on. SKC, get on your job, brother. I need you to put it in the chat. Mama! That's who this is, Jessica X.
And over how long of a period did this struggle go on for you, for both of you?
Addiction, in my opinion, is a lifelong struggle. So it's something that we dealt with every day. It's not something that just kind of comes and goes. It's something I'll deal with forever.
And were there periods of time when you were not using opioids?
Absolutely.
And same question with regard to Mr. Floyd.
Yes, absolutely.
And were there times when you knew that he was using opioids more than by prescription?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And when you weren't using, prescription opioids, where did you get them?
At the street, on the black market.
And you knew that he was doing that as well.
Yes.
And turning your attention to, well, let me ask you this. You were in a relationship for nearly 3 years.
Yes.
And did this use of opioids beyond even prescriptions sort of continue throughout that 3-year period for Mr. Floyd?
Shout out to Everyday Valet for the 5 with tuning in with email. Appreciate it, bro. Hey, no problem, man. Just let me know. Hey, and pay attention to this. Hey, if y'all don't notice it, again, this is why I told. This is the dirty deals. This is the bullshit that the state sold y'all. Y'all thought the state was on your side, bro. Hell no. You understand? You guys understand the repercussions of what the fuck this does, not only for the fucking state of Minnesota or the city of Minneapolis. What this would be, how precedential this would be on a fucking on a national level if they allow this man to go down for murder for procedures taught by the state. Then what does that do? That makes the state liable, not just the individual. If you're smart, any fucking lawyer, bro, that saw this man die, what's that, bro? I'm filing charges immediately. I'm filing those charges. I'm going to follow up with it against the state. And you know what the state did or what the city did? They fucked them because they already gave the fucking family a $27 million fucking settlement. What does that say? They say they found themselves fucking responsible or they feel responsible for it. So every city, every fucking state in the goddamn country will be getting lawsuits left and right if they let this man go down, bro. Y'all not even fucking smart enough to see this shit. Y'all ain't even smart enough to fucking see this shit, bro. Oh shit, y'all blowing me up, man. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, shout out to my mans. He be on the last night, late night, bro. And pennies from heaven, brother. Greatly appreciate you, brother. My man's Splash Billion hit me with the 100 ball, y'all, just out the blue, late last night, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man, for the $100 cash out, brother. Shout out to my man, Little Rock 2517 for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, man. One of the 8-1 day ones, man. Appreciate you. Do you understand the motherfucking precedent would be set, bro, if they let this man go down? So watch what the fucking prosecution is doing. The prosecution is throwing the alley-oop. I mean, my bad. Defense, the state, defense. No, the prosecution, that's what it is. Prosecution, the state. The prosecution is throwing the alley-oop to the fucking defense. Making a man be what? A junkie that's not only using or abusing prescription pills. This isn't for sympathy, people. Because again, niggas aren't sympathetic to junkies, okay? White people aren't sympathetic to black junkies. Why? Because black people don't give a fuck. There was no crackhead crisis. There was a crack era. Do you understand that? We, even in what you say, listen to it, people. That's why I keep telling y'all, man, if you have not seen it, go watch fucking Now You See Me, bro. It's the trick. It's the person that has the fucking long game. People don't even understand the importance of fucking words, bro. It wasn't a crack epidemic. We call it the crack era. They call it an opioid epidemic. I mean, opioid era. No, it's an opioid epidemic to make you sympathetic through words, people. But I don't want to get sidetracked, man. But watch this shit. Watch what the fucking, this is what the prosecution is doing. How is this helping their case? How is this helping the state's case, bro? Against the fucking individual officer? Not at all.
Yes.
And something that you saw yourself and were aware of.
Yes.
And ask the same question of you. Did you struggle using during that entire period?
Yes.
Whoa.
You would use together.
Yes.
And for what you saw Mr. Floyd using, what form of opioids did he typically use?
Hey, man, y'all chill out, bro. Come on, man. God damn, man. Listen, man. Listen. I had D-Mac the trucker hit me with a motherfucking 20 ball, bro. Then my man fucking Little Rock came back again with the 100 ball. Come on, man. Y'all gonna show love like this today, man? Come on, man. Appreciate y'all, man. God damn, man. Y'all let me get to it, y'all. This ain't even the good part now. Come on, let me at least get to the good part. But damn, shout out to Little Rock motherfucking 2517, man. One of the A1 day ones with the 100 ball in the building, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Oxycontin or oxycodone, and any kind of oxy.
And how did he get that? How did he use it?
Swallow them.
And so in pill form?
Yes. Sorry.
That's fine. Not the easiest question to ask, for you. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
If you don't understand my question, feel free to ask. But let me know. Okay. And so there were times when you would obtain non-prescription opiate pills together.
Yes, they would be other people's prescriptions.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
They would be other people's prescriptions.
And were there sometimes, well, why would you get them through other people's prescriptions? What do you mean?
To make sure they were safe.
And were there times then that you had to get pills other than, from what you knew were somebody else's prescription?
Yes.
And were there times when you thought that maybe Mr. Floyd wasn't using or was using, but not with you, not in your presence?
Yes. There was a time.
And were there times when you were using together? Well, I guess that's a poorly worded question already. Let me just ask it this way. Did you use the same amounts when you used?
Yes.
And taking your attention to March of 2020, and there was a time in March when you knew he was back to using pills. Is that right?
I thought his behavior had changed.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
I think when you know someone who suffers with any type of addiction, you can start to kind of see changes when they're using again. And there's just slight behavioral changes that I noticed in him, and it just made me suspect.
And in March of 2020, did you also kind of fall back into using
Yes, I
some?
did.
So you, and were you two using together back in March, or you just suspected his use?
In March, yes, we did use together.
And was there a period then after March where you thought the two of you had both been able to quit for a while?
Yes, a long period.
And then going forward to May of 2020, was there a time when you thought he might be using again?
Yes.
So in May, when you thought that, what led you to think that?
It was the same type of thing. Just behavior changes in Floyd.
And did you also kind of fall back to using opioids in May of 2020?
One time, yes.
And he was aware of that?
Yes.
And when he, let me ask you this, I guess. In May of 2020, did you know where he was living? Just the general area?
Yes, yes.
Did he have his own place where he stayed?
Yes, he lived in a place in St. Louis Park,
Yeah.
side by side.
Did you have roommates there?
Yes, two.
The two of you ever lived together?
No, we stayed at each other's places, but we didn't live together.
So in May of 2020, do you recall the last time you spoke with him?
Yes.
Do you recall when that was in relation to his death?
It was the day before he died.
And how did you talk to him? By
By
phone?
phone.
Okay. And did you know what he was going to be doing that night or where he was going to be staying?
That night I knew he said he was going to be staying at Sylvia's.
Did you know who Sylvia was?
Yes, she's a friend of ours.
And so as far as you knew, he was going to be staying at a friend's house, Sylvia.
Yes.
And do you recall him saying what the plan was for why they were going to Sylvia?
Well, Floyd had, made his Minneapolis family here too. And a lot of the people that he was friends with were from other states, and almost everybody had lost their job within that time. And he was feeling kind of lonely and just wanted to hang out with his friends. And so a lot of people that worked at the Salvation Army with him and other people that just stayed there, and they were, just kind of being a family.
And was Sylvia, did she work at the Salvation Army too?
Yes.
So you knew her from there?
Yes.
So that was the last time you talked to him, was the Sunday before his death?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna hop ahead a little bit. This is irrelevant. This shit right here, we'll jump to like the 28-minute mark. Talking about working and all that shit or whatever. Hop just ahead just a little bit. There we go.
He was that person which is run to the store.
When you were with him, whether you had been exercising or just hanging out, did you ever complain of shortness of breath or having difficulty breathing?
No.
And did he have did he have sports injuries that he complained of?
Yes.
You mentioned earlier, his neck?
His neck, and it down like from his neck to shoulder blade and down to his lower back. There's three main kind of areas.
Despite that,
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all hear that? Let me slow it down for you. I got to slow this down so y'all can hear it. Hold on. I got to go back and I'll play this so y'all can slow it down and you can hear it. Okay. We're going to put this at normal speed. She said he had problems with his lower back, his shoulder blade, and his neck. See, listen, man. I sort of kind of could have, should have been a fucking lawyer out this bitch. Do y'all see what the state just did? The alley-oop they threw to the motherfucking defense team? Roscoe, wow, Roscoe. So if you already have pre-existing injuries in those areas, you're going to complain regardless about those areas, which police officers deal with all the time. If you're trying to fucking subdue someone, not subdue someone, you have to motherfucking get pain compliance. So somebody said, oh man, my back, oh my knee, oh my leg, oh my this. But if you already had pre-existing conditions in those areas, all of this, my back, my neck thing, which again, there have been plenty of people that showed applying pressure to someone's upper back, neck area does not result in death. I can promise you people, okay? If it resulted in death at that high of a rate, the state would not be able to use that as a training method. You fucking geniuses. Now, I don't even understand why all this shit was an argument. This is the state protecting itself. You dumb motherfuckers can't even see it. Because why? You caught up in the racism, they hunting us, they killing us. Bullshit. Shout out to Disrespectful 6. Keep up the good work, even though I respectfully disagree. Just watch the entire trial. Oh, most definitely, brother. You say you study criminal justice. Hey, man, if you can stick around, I would greatly appreciate to have your expertise. You're a subject matter expert. You said you've actually studied in this. So by all means, brother, thank you for the 5. And if you want to, man, I'm going to open up the panel, and you are more than welcome to come up and say your piece, brother. We welcome this here. We welcome it. Hey, make sure you guys are liking and sharing the stream, people. Like and share the stream. Oh, shit. What the hell? Come on, man. Y'all fucking up. Come on. I'm gonna stop this shit right now, bro. All I got is goddamn 67 likes, man. Come on, bro. Y'all niggas done gave me damn near $300 and I can't get 100 likes for free. Come on now. God damn. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Platinum Elite. Nope. Shout to Platinum Elite for 25. He died because of the knee in his neck, though. Not the dope in the system. Nope. You can't prove that, brother. And again, they're gonna get to that platinum. Platinum, we're gonna get to it. But shout out to Platinum Elite for 25 ball. Thank you, brother. Hey man, hit this motherfucking like button, man. Fuck y'all got going on, bro. I need at least 130 likes in this bitch. I got 160 people in here, man. Come on, bro. Thank you. Y'all give me all your bread. Y'all want to give me a free like? Or hit the down button, man. If you don't like me, you a fucking, a secret cloud watching hater. Nigga, click the motherfucking down hand, nigga. Either or. Hit one of the hands, man. I've been told y'all that. Up or down, nigga. Up or down. I don't give a damn. Up or down. Let's get back into it.
That he remained physically active. He would do these activities.
Oh, yes.
And when he did those things, it led to his prescriptions, or I'm sorry, those injuries that led to his breathing.
No.
And did he have did he have sports injuries that he complained of?
Yes.
You mentioned earlier, what, his neck?
His neck, and it down, like from his neck to shoulder blade and down to his lower back. There was 3 main kind of areas.
And despite that, he remained physically active. He would do these activities.
Oh, yes.
And when he did those things, it led to his prescriptions, or I'm sorry, those injuries that led to his prescriptions for opioids.
The
injuries that he had to his neck.
Oh, yes.
And I think I forgot to ask you, was there a time in 2020 when the 2 of you took a test for COVID?
Yes.
And did you learn the results? Did he tell you the results of his COVID test?
Yes.
What
His were positive, mine were negative.
Do you recall when that was?
Oh, now remember, listen, all you maskers out here, all you maskers, all you fucking believers in the great CV, hey, he had COVID. He did have COVID, y'all. He had COVID. He said it. According to the places in this space, what does COVID do? What does COVID do, y'all? I heard motherfuckers say, you'll never be the same. Oh my God, it just destroys your lungs. You don't know what. They never return to normal. It mess up your lungs. People in this space, medical experts, just these motherfuckers that are just these these anatomical fucking geniuses and shit, man. These pulmonary specialists around this motherfucker, bro. You get the COVID and you just, just saying. Oh yeah, yo, Swift, you guaranteed to die if you get the COVID. Oh shit, SKC, you ain't Shout out to G Dizzle. Yes, we are on the sides of fucking facts and evidence, bro. All right? That's the side I'm on. Fuck your feelings, bro. Court of law is not a place for feelings. And that's what the brother said it earlier, bro. All this bullshit, tears, and all this other shit, bro, that's irrelevant. What are the fucking facts and evidence? And again, the state right now is point shaving, bro. For y'all that can't see it, the state is point shaving. Shout out to who said it earlier. Hey, somebody mentioned this earlier. Somebody mentioned this earlier, bro. The shout out to Kid Styles for the 5, brother. Keep it a good word, brother. I'm trying, man. Greatly appreciate you, man. Somebody said this earlier. The reason the Trayvon Martin trial was lost because the key witness was the worst possible witness ever. She couldn't talk. She wasn't intelligent. She was rude. How are you going to sympathize with this person that's trying to defend this boy's life or to tell the story, and she doing all this extra shit? It's so easy to fucking do, bro.
I believe it was late March.
And so because of that, did he quarantine for a while?
Yes, he was already quarantining, but his roommates also had COVID.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. That's the only questions I have here.
Thank you.
But then there was an extended hospital stay.
Yes.
Can you describe for the jury what led up to that hospital stay?
Yes, Floyd, I went to go pick Floyd up from his house that night. I was taking him to work. He wasn't, stomach really hurt. He was doubled over in pain. Just wasn't feeling well. And he said he had to go to the hospital. So I took him straight to the hospital. We went to the ER and they were checking him out in the ER, and it was getting late and I had to get home to my son. So I left that Friday night.
You later learned that that was due to an overdose.
Yes.
Overruled.
So listen, I don't know if you guys heard what he just said, but his hospital stay in March where she took him, remember, he was talking about, I'm in pain. I can't breathe. I can't this. Everything hurt. My insides hurt. Remember the shit that everybody kept talking about, right? See, let me walk y'all down this thing, okay? And she's going to snitch as every great white citizen does. See, white folks don't believe in no snitching, okay? White folks just believe in doing the right thing, telling the truth, okay? No matter the consequence, you must tell the truth, even if it incriminates yourself. Everybody's saying, shout out to everybody in the thing that's saying, listen, hey, man, she should have pleaded the fifth. She's incriminating herself and all these other things. Look, she does not care about none of that, bro. She wants justice. She wants the truth to be out there about her man. That's what, as much shit as y'all talk about white folks, man. Look, I don't care. I'm sorry. Yes, I took it. I did it. I apologize. Hey, man, what the fuck? No. My conscience won't let me. I have to tell the truth. So she has no problem telling you she was a junkie, bro. And she can't lose because, again, white folks sympathize with junkies, especially fucking opioid prescription pill junkies. And remember, she said they were doing and taking weird pills, not the prescription pills, but the fucking off the street shit. And she go snitch on the dude, Maurice, later on. When they come in the thing, you're going to find out why that's significant. George Floyd was like, hey, man, my stomach hurt. My back hurt. Everything hurt. This is setting up the same shit that he was talking about. This man was already admitted in an overdose for just a few months prior. People, bruh, what are we doing here?
You spent several days with him at the hospital, correct?
Yes.
Several days. This nigga had an overdose where he had to stay in the hospital several days.
And did you learn what caused that overdose?
No.
At that time frame, did you learn that Mr. Floyd was taking anything other than opioids?
No.
You did not know that he had taken heroin at that time?
No.
So listen, let me get to these super chat. Shout out to Mr. Pump Dump for the 5. I'm glad you're covering this topic, bro. Hey, greatly appreciate you, man. I see you with your old lady there. Look at Mr. Pump and Dump, man. I got him old lady, man. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Skizzy215. Although I think Floyd could have handled this differently, Fact is, let somebody kneel on you for that long and let's see if you survive. Skizzy, brother, all due respect, man. I greatly appreciate you for your $5, man, but it's been done. A whole bunch of white folks out here purposely did it, bro, for the same amount of time and all that shit just to prove it will not kill you, man. Listen to me, man. Just think about this, brother. I know this is a lot of emotion for a lot of black people, man, that believe into the whole racism narrative and all these other things. And again, racism does exist. I'm not saying we're in a post-racial society, all this, that, and the other. But listen, man, it's really not as much as you guys claim it is, okay? A white man died the same way. No one gave a fuck, bro. A white guy died the same exact way as George Floyd. There were no marches. There was no fucking, what's the name of the trial? I don't even think the fucking cop was fucking prosecuted, man. But because it's a black man and the Black Lives Matter jumped behind this shit with hundreds of millions of fucking dollars. Come on, bro. Y'all got played, man. Stop it, fam. That's facts. All facts. Shout out to Wiseville TCP, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, Honest Aid, man.
Now, then in March of 2020, you got some pills, right? You remember describing.
Hey, shout out to G Dizzle, man. And I don't know if G Dizzle was actually boots on the ground or whatnot, what have you. But, bro, this is an actual thing that the military uses also, bro. It's a tactic you use to fucking subdue a person, man, and the fucking now. Again, the length of time that he did it, no, I'm with you. That's an argument to be made. But I'm telling you, anytime where you're trying to subdue a person, especially a person that's bigger than you and stronger, you have to incapacitate this man. They cannot move. Bro, nobody is fucking, none of those dudes are fucking with, bro. We saw this with Rayshard Brooks. Rayshard Brooks, and this happened post fucking George Floyd. So they didn't want to roll his ass over and put that knee on his neck. I guarantee you this. Had they put a fucking knee on Rayshard Brooks' neck directly following this, he would have survived. Because you know what they would have not did? They would have made sure they did. They would have put the knee in his neck, got the nigga cuffed up, took his knee off as soon as fucking possible, and been on their way. They would have flipped the nigga on his motherfucking, on his back, and they would have motherfucking laid on top of him. One person grabbed both his legs, and the other one just lay on top of him to back up, show up, and they can fucking put him in the car, or they would have put him in the car together. But because of this bullshit, it caused more motherfucking black people to die, man. Is any and everything perfect? No, bro. People are gonna die, bro, from shit from time to time. It's fucked up, I know. But again, bro, plenty of fucking this would not be a nationwide fucking tactic used for years upon years upon years, man. If people were just dying from it left and right. Stop it, man. Shout out to Kukumasi, man. What's good, my guy? Got the intro. Most definitely, man. We got that theme music, baby.
That?
Yes.
And can you describe what those pills were like?
How, like, physically?
Physically.
Well, they look different to me than a normal pill. They seem like they were thicker.
Were they uniform in their size?
They weren't.
Did they have markings on them?
Yes, they did.
And you and Mr. Floyd both had those pills?
Yes,
And did you consume some of those pills?
I did.
Did they have the same effect on you as they did as your other types of opioids you had taken in the past?
No.
What was the effect this time? And what was different?
Usually, opioid to me is like it's a pain reliever. It's something that is, kind of relaxing, takes your pain away. The pill that time, it seemed like it was a really strong stimulant. I couldn't sleep all night.
Hey, man. I don't know if Platinum's still in here, man. Shout out to Platinum, man. Shout out to Platinum Elite. Shout out to Platinum, man. I was over on Platinum shit the other day, and Platinum was like, hey, man, hey. Back in the 70s, you had to be careful of who joint you hit, man. You don't know what was in that joint. He said, you don't know what was in that joint, man. He said, man, hey, you take a couple of pulls off that joint, man, and hey, you through. Damn the Bill Cosby. Man, people be cutting and shaking and mixing and all this other shit and lacing. Bro, you don't ever know. Anytime you're dealing with this street shit, bro, you don't know what the hell they put in this shit, man. Again, they broke some of these things down and they told you, bro, some motherfuckers cut this shit up with like rat poison and all kinds of crazy shit, man. So to give you that little bump, that little kick, that little hit or whatever the fuck. But then if a motherfucker mixed the shit up wrong, now you got a motherfucking array of deaths coming up, and now they got to actually give a damn and track the shit down to see who's doing it because motherfuckers out here getting killed. And she's telling you that whatever the hell they cut this shit with or mixed with this motherfucking opioid, bro, this is why they said, if you go look at the toxicology report, George Floyd had a fucking mixture of stimulants and opioids in his fucking system. Oh, and I forgot. The nigga was back on real heroin, nigga. Heroin. That boy. Ray, this ain't no weed, Ray. This is boy. That's one of the funniest scenes of the Ray Charles movie, man. He said, hey, man, listen. Hey, man, I can handle it. And you saw all the motherfucking, they do the psychedelic motherfucking lights and shit or whatever. Once Ray take that motherfucking, man, that heroin is nothing to play with, man. All right? Heroin is nothing to fuck around with, man. And again, remember, this is something that the fucking pharmaceutical company knew, thought about, planned, and for all you fucking jab junkies out here, remember, the same fucking pharmaceutical companies just had to pay $1 billion fucking settlement, man, $100 million settlements back to the fucking government in fucking penalties and settlements for what they did for this opioid shit. They already got people coming out now saying it and admitting to the fact of that mRNA alters your fucking DNA. Y'all go right ahead, man. Y'all go right ahead and hop on that shit and do what you want to, man. Go right ahead. Go ahead and, worry about a motherfucking passport and be able to get on the plane versus what the fuck gonna happen years on down the line. Shout out to Aegon Stark in the building, man. The man had a bad heart, had a drug overdose, got beer bug, and was still using to the end. His body was basically a ticking time bomb. A very great assessment to me, brother. Shout out to Cool Kamasi. Mr. Floyd took the, oh, come on, man. Shout out to my man, Chocolate S for the 2. Appreciate you, brother.
I felt very jittery.
You felt what?
Very jittery.
Okay. And so these were pills that were not bought from someone who you knew to have a valid prescription for Percocets. No. Were these pills purchased from Mr. Hall?
No.
So when were these pills before or after Mr. Floyd was hospitalized for his overdose?
I don't remember.
But you described when you picked him up that night, so you must have reconnected because you had kind of a little bit of a break, yes. Right? Reconnected. When you picked him up that night, he was just in incredible pain, doubled over, right?
Yes.
His stomach hurt very bad.
Yes.
Now, I want to focus our attention on your statement that you gave to the FBI. And again, you've had an opportunity to review that transcript in its entirety, right?
Yes.
And you've had an opportunity to answer questions of that the prosecution had of you regarding that statement as late as of yesterday, right? You and I have never met before, right?
Not that I believe.
And so I've not had an opportunity yet to ask you about some of the information in your statement.
No.
when you met with the FBI, you informed FBI agents that
I'm going to object to improper form of cross-examination.
Sidebar. We'll wait for
Thank you.
the next question.
Thank you.
Let me back up a little bit. Did you know Mr. Floyd to spend a lot of time with Mr. Maurice Hall?
I wouldn't say a lot of time, but he spent time with Miss.
Right. And would you agree that that was kind of from time to time that he would spend time with him?
Yes.
And you didn't like that, did you?
Excuse me, I didn't like Maurice very much, no.
Would Mr. Floyd be honest with you when he told you that when he was with him?
I'm objecting to his characterization.
That is sustained. You don't have to answer that one.
You knew Mr. Floyd would purchase narcotics from Mr. Reese or Maurice Hall?
I don't know that. I speculated that.
Do you recall the FBI agents asking you, did Mr. Floyd purchase controlled substances from Mr. Maurice Hall?
Yes.
And do you recall saying yes?
I did say yes, but I did not see it with my own
At this
eyes.
point. Now, the pills that were purchased in March that you described, did you know that those were purchased from Mr. Hall?
What,
The pills that you described in March of
no, I
2020?
didn't know.
But those are the pills that kept you up, you said all night, right?
Yes.
Did those pills continue to be around from March through May?
I don't know.
Do you recall the FBI asking whether you were getting those same pills from the same source from March to May?
I don't recall that question.
Would it refresh your recollection to review a transcript?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Dates 45212, page 12.
From the beginning?
No, just from about here. No.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I was in such shock then. I don't even know what I mean by some of the things I said.
Okay, so she was deposed and she was interviewed, right? Several times, several occasions. He's showing her the transcript between what she had and said with FBI agents, not the fucking state, not what's in the FBI. And what she's realizing now is it's too late. She's realizing how the state set her up. The prosecution set her up through the alley-oop to the fucking defense. So what she's trying to do now is hit I don't remember, I don't recall, all this other stuff. I don't know what I meant, whatever. But he's like, ma'am, that's why he prefaced and asked you, do you remember having interviews with this person, this person, this person, this person? Oh shit, my bad. Put my camera on. She was all this. That's what they were asking her, right? Well, now oh shit, I done fucked up. I done snitched. I done set up the whole thing about him having pre-existing conditions, being a junkie, all this other shit. And oh man, but it's too late now. It's too late. You're too late. Swiper about to get swiped, goddammit.
Question I'm going to ask about these stricken.
I did ask a question about that.
So, Council, sidebar.
you now had an opportunity to review that portion of the transcript, right?
Yes.
Would you agree with me that the FBI agents asked you from March to May if you continued to purchase those pills from the same source? They asked you that question.
They did.
And you responded once in a while when we were desperate. Agreed?
That's what it says, yes. I don't recall saying
No,
that.
object is non-responsive.
Okay.
Overruled. No, I don't.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Overruled. Yeah, so
And Mr. Floyd's overdose, that was at the beginning of March of 2020. He was hospitalized March 6th, agreed?
Yes.
Of 2020. And he was in the hospital for 10 or 11 days, something like that?
No, 5.
5 days. And when you took him to the hospital, did you notice foam coming from his mouth?
I noticed like some kind of foam building in the corner of his mouth, kind of
Like
dry.
a dry, light substance?
Mhm. Yes, sorry.
Uh-oh. 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 Who called that? What's the significance of that, people? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat what the significance of that white stuff in the corner of your mouth is. What's the significance of that, people? Shout out to SKC in the building. Read the super chat, by the way. Thanks for the fire. I think black people would have gone nuts and protested if the 2 girls that killed that Uber driver in DC were manhandled by the National Guard. Bro, had I been a civilian on the scene, bro, I would have fucking choke slammed the shit out of them fucking girls, bro. One move. Stay down. Y'all hear the little girl talking about, my phone in there, my phone. You done killed the fucking man, and the goddamn girl's worried about her fucking cell phone. Man, I swear, bro. Black people, y'all just don't understand how much we setting ourselves up to be. I can't even call it. But anyway, so if you guys don't remember, the cops specifically said something about him having a white crusty substance in the corner of his mouth. So when he said he went back to, or she noticed that in his mouth, what did it just link to? The dude was going through the same type of overdose that he had before. And remember, he was being real jittery and real crazy and all this other shit. So what the defense is trying to get you to understand or see is what happened was, and that's why I couldn't understand it. I'm like, man, why the fuck would you pass off this fucking counterfeit bill, bro? And just chill out in your motherfucking shit right in front of the store that you tried to use a fake bill in. That don't make sense. Bro, the nigga allegedly, highly possibly, he was getting high. He was getting high, or he was in the process of getting the motherfucking pills from the same nigga that they said, the passenger dude, more likely than not. I don't know if they confirmed that was him. The dude that was in the passenger seat is a Maurice guy. But that's what they're trying to fucking convey, man. That's why he had the white stuff or the foam and shit in the corner of his mouth. Telling you, bro. This shit is over with, man.
No, pardon?
We'll just, my third.
No, you were asked a couple of questions in terms of whether that overdose was caused by heroin. Do you recall that?
Yes,
And you said you didn't know.
I didn't.
Do you remember telling the FBI that the overdose was from heroin?
I was speculating.
Do you recall telling the FBI where or whom the source of that heroin was?
Once again, yes, I do remember that, but I was speculating.
And was that Mr. Hall?
No.
Was that Shawanda Hill?
Yes.
Did you know Mr. Floyd to purchase drugs from Miss Hill as well?
No.
Do you recall being asked whether he purchased drugs from Miss Hill previously?
I don't remember that, no.
May I approach the witness to refresh your recollection to review your transcript?
Yes.
Can I-
So just refresh your memory. There won't be a question before you at this time. So, we'll go back and ask the question.
Where does it say that he was buying drugs from her? That doesn't say buying.
I'm sorry.
It says getting drugs from her.
I need to grab one previous page.
Okay.
Page. This again is to refresh your memory. So there's not a question before you that you need to answer yet.
And then it says who's buying drugs from her.
I'll go back to the Ms. Ross, does that refresh your recollection?
Yes, but none of that said he was buying drugs from her.
You were asked, do you know who the woman was that you would have gotten that from? And your response was Shawanda Hill,
Yes.
right?
I was speculating at the time. I did not know that.
And again, man, see, you see the problem, bro. This is why your circle and the people you associate with, young fellas, are extremely important. Okay? Junkies hang with junkies. All right? Low lives hang with low lives. This is why you keep your motherfucking circle so small. It could be a period, my nigga. Or at least you have some type of fucking qualifications and bare minimums that a person has to have to be in your inner circle, to be associated with you, man. Birds of a feather. Can two walk together and not be of the same spirit? Again, man, there's several fucking colloquialisms in life, proverbs that motherfucking express this. Several. This dude had one junkie that was one nigga that was selling the pills, the shit that was the I guess the hot shot lights that was fucking him up. Then he had another chick that was giving him the goddamn heroin or selling it to him. Who knows? But she know the lady knew. She knew this. Why you think she never moved in with the nigga? Huh? She knew this. She knew what the hell this dude was about, man.
That.
Understood. And you were asked, you said he liked getting drugs from her, and you said, correct? That's what you
It says that
said.
in the transcript, yes.
Now, those same pills, you ultimately got some of those same pills from March or similar pills in May of 2020, correct?
We got pills in May that reminded me of the same feeling. I don't know if they were the same pills. I don't know where they came from.
Okay. So you had a second experience with those pills, right? Or a similar feeling to those pills.
I had a similar experience, yes.
Right. And that was approximately a week before Mr. Floyd's passing.
Yes.
And by similar experience, you recall telling the FBI that when you had that, you felt like you were going to die.
I don't remember saying that, but I did see it in the transcript.
And is that how you felt, like you were going to die?
I don't remember feeling that way, no. I didn't recall even saying that.
You and Floyd, Mr. Floyd, excuse me, I'm assuming like most couples had pet names for each other.
Yeah.
And what was his name for you? I mean, what were you saved? Let me strike that. What were you saved in his phone as?
Mama.
Oh, Lord, Calvin. What'd she say? Rewind selector. Hold on. I'm going to slow this one down. Y'all. Oh, Lord. Black Lives Matter. Black women. Everybody that was out here marching and caping. He was calling for his mama. A man to be that big, and his mama been dead for years. And he calling for his mama, y'all. Let's hear it.
You and Floyd, Mr. Floyd, excuse me, I'm assuming like most couples had pet names for each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was his name for you? I mean, what were you saved? Let me strike that. What were you saved in his phone as?
Mama.
Oh, Lord, Carolyn. And you know why she dropped her head? Do you know why she dropped her head? Y'all should be mad at the state, not the prosecution. I mean, the prosecution, not the defense, the state. And y'all should be mad at Black Lives Matter. Y'all should be laughing at NBC News. Y'all should be mad at fucking CNN. Y'all should be mad at fucking Steven Jackson. Y'all should be mad at all these dumb motherfuckers that sold y'all this bullshit about, oh, he was calling for his mama. His mama been dead for years. Now what does that do? That kills that bullshit narrative. He wasn't calling for the woman that birthed him. He wasn't calling for the woman that raised him. He wasn't calling for the woman that was already dead. He was calling for that white woman he was currently dealing with. Black women, how do you feel now? Black women, how do you feel to be going to bat for a black criminal junkie that put a pistol to a black woman's unborn child? Black woman, now, this wasn't no white woman, a black woman. Unreformed fucking junkie that in his last breaths, his last words, he was calling out for that white woman. Oh my God. Oh, this is so classic. This is, oh my God, this is fucking, this is great. What is Black Lives Matter gonna have something to say about this? What is Black Lives Matter? Tamika Mallory, where you at, Tamika Mallory? You know, your fucking videos and your Cadillac Escalades you're selling with all these black women and we this and that. Remember, you was the number one George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd, George Floyd. He didn't call out for no black woman. He didn't call out for Keisha, Shaniqua. He didn't hit you with the DMX. He didn't hit you with the motherfucking DMX rundown. It was Becky, Susan, Heather. Oh my God. Becky, Susan, Heather, Alyssa. I'm telling you, man. Listen, bro. Karen, hey, Karen. Gotta get Karen in there. Karen. George Floyd's rundown was not a black woman name, goddammit. We finna open this bitch up after this. I'm finna go and drop this link. Now, listen, all comers are welcome. Everybody that's got something to fucking say, hey, come with it, man. We with all the shits. We with all the smoke. I want it all, baby. Let's get into it. We gonna play this a little bit more. We gonna close this thing right on down and get into it, baby. We finna hop into this shit. This is gonna be a good one, y'all. Hey, y'all like and share this shit.
Now, approximately a week prior to Mr. Floyd's death, you and Mr. Floyd again purchased pills from Mr. Maurice Hall, correct?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
Do you recall telling the FBI that you bought pills from Mr. Hall 1 week prior to Mr. Floyd's death?
Yes, but I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I didn't see anything happen.
Yesterday, when you met with prosecutors, did you tell them that you were in the car at a hotel
Yes,
when those pills were purchased?
yes,
And that you were on the phone with Mr. Floyd at that time?
yes,
And you heard a voice in the background?
yes.
And that was a voice you recognized to be from Mr. Hall?
I thought so, yeah.
And so between Mr. Floyd's hospitalization through March and the quarantining and all of that, March and April, Mr. Floyd had been clean during that time frame?
Pardon me?
I'm sorry, if you need a
No, it's
minute.
okay.
I'm sorry. I want to just, again, time frame becomes important.
Yes.
After Mr. Floyd was hospitalized in March,
Mhm.
you were quarantining together, spending a lot of time together in March, April,
Yes.
and May, correct?
Yes.
And for the majority of that time, Mr. Floyd was clean, right?
Yes.
And it was your belief that Mr. Floyd started using again about 2 weeks prior to his death, correct?
I noticed a change in his behavior, yes.
That's when you noticed the changes in his behavior. And you described some of those changes in his behavior in that time frame, right?
Yes.
Do you recall telling the FBI that there would be times that he would just be up and bouncing around, and then there would be times that he would be like unintelligible?
I don't recall that, but
Would you disagree if I said that?
All right, man. So that's pretty much all we need for this point. I might hop into this thing again a little bit later. From you guys that don't know, there was a young man that gave a very long testimony. He was a guy that pretty much confirmed that it was a counterfeit bill, and that a dude that came in there earlier to try and use a counterfeit bill, and then George Floyd came back in himself to try and use a counterfeit bill also. This is how the whole altercation happened or whatnot, what have you. And the reason why the defense is talking about that is because they was talking about George Floyd's reaction in the store, and they were showing the camera from the store footage, and they were trying to say how, you know, he was just not really being normal or whatnot, what have you, as if he was already under the influence of that substance. Shout out to Computer Geek for the 20. She just won the case for the cops. Facts. Listen, bro, exactly, man. And the state helped it, bro. The state cannot afford for this officer, not just the state or the city. Listen, the fucking national fucking United States government cannot afford for this man to go down like this, man. For a trained motherfucking used authorized damn thing, bro. You know how many fucking lawsuits they're gonna be if this dude's found guilty, bro. Yeah, that's why they put him up for the murder charges, which they know, bro. Look up the definition of a lot of these charges. It has to be there. But they marshal us fantastic. Yeah, man, stop, bro. But shout out to everybody in the building. We got Kid Styles and everybody in the building, man. What y'all take on this? Go ahead, Kid Styles. It's on you, brother.
Yeah, I gotta leave really soon. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into the whole, shopping went overboard, because even if I say that, I'm gonna be branded as somebody who just was a coon, who just thought that he deserved to die and all that. I think that what this case is gonna reveal, that fentanyl killed him. The drugs in the system and all the other factors that he had going on in his body. Those were the major contributing factors to his death. And you know my story. You were the first guy to interview me in this space. I was in a car accident. I broke my neck, and I was under the pressure. I was upside down in the car, and it was a large amount of pressure because I was in an awkward position on my neck for 45 minutes, and I survived. Now, I could have died if I had passed out, but I survived that, and I had the entire weight at an awkward position on my neck for 45 minutes, and I lived. So to say that just because his knee was on his neck that he would have died, that doesn't make sense. So, it was the fentanyl. I think if you look at people are being honest and they look at the facts of the case, they're going to realize, yeah, it was fentanyl. People have a narrative to push. They have to push that it's the evil white man, that he's racist, that he's hunting us, that he's killing us, because for some reason, black folks.
Kid Styles, do me a favor, brother. Like you said, I think we need to say. So you said, brother, unfortunately, like I said, you had a very horrific car accident to where you ended up being paralyzed, correct?
Yeah,
you broke your neck. You actually broke your neck.
Well, the doctors classified it as a bent spine, but more or less, I broke my neck. Yeah.
And so you had no ability to keep the pressure off of yourself. You were there in the vehicle until you were found.
When it happened, like I said last time, I noticed all of my functions starting to die off. So I tried to get out of the car, and my hand went dead. Then my other hand went dead. Then my legs went dead immediately. And so I just watched as everything that I had was starting to leave, and I was in an awkward position. I only had like my left shoulder, my right shoulder, prop myself up to prevent all the pressure from going down on my neck, on top of the fact that I had already broken it. And I survived that for the better part of 45 minutes. So to just say that his knee or his neck was why he died, that doesn't make sense. There were other contributing factors. It's very well possible that he may have died without Chauvin doing anything. But nobody wants to say that because they have a narrative to push. And if you say anything against this, you a coon, you defending the white man.
You're a coon, you're racist, you hate black folks. Yeah, all that shit. We know the deal,
just pointing out the facts. And I'm an expert on this because I actually suffered an injury that is like that. I know what it's like. Had a neck brace on after that for 2 months straight. So I know what I'm talking about. So all these people talking about it's the evil white. And the reason why I think that he didn't want to kill him, because he was doing it so nonchalantly. His hand was in his pocket. He didn't think that man was going to die. Otherwise, why would he do that? Why would he risk going to jail and risking his career? Why would he do that with all those camera phones on him? I think he was stunting for the young guys who were on the force, trying to show them this is how he's still a piece of crap. I think he wasn't the best cop in the world, but I think he was just showing off in front of those other cops. This is how we subdue, perps and whatnot. I don't think he thought that man was going to die that day. Otherwise, why would he do that so nonchalantly? That's just my opinion.
That dude's gonna get the.
Hey, shout out to Kid Styles. Appreciate you, brother. Go ahead, Mr. Lucky. It's on you, brother. Go ahead.
It's okay. That officer's about to get the 2020 male justice. Did his wife divorce his ass? You know what I'm saying? He's about to be a non-person soon. I mean, they can try to. They're not gonna be able to throw him in jail.
Hey, yeah, what's the name's coming out real muffled, man. It's like you far away. I got more background than I got your voice. Can you get a little closer to your mic? Go ahead, say something.
1 second.
All right, bet. We'll go to shout out to listen, man. I had a lot of smoke in the chat, bro. Listen, I'm not gonna not let you say whatever you want to say, man. If you are opposed to this, I see a lot of y'all in the in the chat that are disagreeing with this, man. Come up, let's have a discussion. I promise you, I'm not gonna run. I swear to God, I promise you all. We right here. We're gonna go ahead and jump on the Rebel Zone, and then we'll come back to Mr. Lake. Go ahead, Rebel Zone, bro.
Hey,
What's good to the panel, y'all? What's good?
Hold on. Let me. Go ahead, Rebel.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Man, before this whole thing happened, before even Corona happened, right? What was the number one killers? It was fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? And I think in like 19 states, it was so bad, it was like the coroner's office couldn't even keep up with the bodies because it was piling up and everything. And now this is happening to white people at an alarming rate. Why people don't think fentanyl affects black people the same way? They found it in the man's system. Okay, the man was acting all erratic. People already have proof showing that he was already under the influence. The man he would overdosing, and once you overdose one time, it makes it easier for you to overdose again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And listen, bro, like they said, bro, you look at the toxicology report, it was said that this man had more than 2 times the normal amount that could kill a person, bro. That would be for a fucking overdose. And like Rebel Zo said, as you get a tolerance for drugs, man, this is why addiction and stuff like this is so bad and so detrimental, is because over time, it takes more and more and more of it for you to get that high. Everybody's chasing that high, right? So
plus the nigga had COVID. Let's not forget about that.
That's what I said, man. You know his lungs. Yeah. Remember, bro, truth in this space, COVID is just instant death, nigga. Your lungs will never be the same. You know.
I'm just tired of niggas getting emotional and they don't see the pattern that goes on. Every time niggas get all emotional, want to go ride in the streets and all that right there, then the facts come out, then everybody looking like they got eggs on their and pie on their face and everything, and then they keep doing the same thing. I'm tired of looking at the same episode. Somebody change the channel, bro.
Hey man, I'm with you, bro. Again, man, like I said, this lady right here just pretty much won the case for the defense.
Facts. Hey, you know those tears that you see her crying towards the end of that video because she knew I done fucked up. That's exactly what those tears wasn't no damn he did and all that. No, those tears was like, damn, I done fucked up.
And like I said, especially when she dropped her head when he asked her about the thing about, hey, everybody has pet names and whatnot, what have you. What did Floyd have you saved in under his cell phone? That kills.
Mama, you know that I love you.
Listen, man. Listen, bro. I'm telling you, man. You that right there, man, is that's taking the whole.
Hey, man, y'all sound stupid, bro. Huh? Ain't nothing funny about the shit, man.
It's hilarious, bro.
It is. Fuck that nigga. Fuck fentanyl Floyd on behalf of all thinking black men. Fuck that nigga. I ain't got nothing to do with that nigga.
I have no sympathy with this nigga.
No symptom whatsoever.
Let me do this, yo. So hold on. We gonna jump the line. Hold on. We gonna jump the line. We gonna jump because E. Capone has obviously he has opposing to it. E. Capone, could you tell me the last upstanding black man, okay, non-celebrity now, that the black community cried for on a national level? E. Capone, are you there, brother?
I think he's Googling it.
Let's see. No, I can't think.
Oh,
yeah, I'm
wow,
still here,
wow.
brother. I can't think of nobody right now.
Well, let me help you out. You're not gonna think it's anyone ever because it doesn't happen, bro. There have been people that have been killed. You remember what? It was a young boy that literally threw himself in gunfire. There was like 2 years
Hey, man,
ago.
but nonetheless, man, it's nothing funny. It's
Yes,
nothing
it
funny
is,
about nobody losing their life,
brother. It
especially on
is.
national TV, man. That
It
shit ain't
is,
cool.
brother. It's fucking hilarious. Okay, it's not the fact of him losing his life. You're trying to spin the narrative, brother. No, that's not what's funny. The funny part of it is that again, this narrative was spent as to where this man was this upstanding man.
Man, I'm not trying to spin a narrative, man. I got eyes, bro. I don't even watch TV, man.
Man, Hollywood couldn't write a better script than what this shit is going on right now. Hollywood could, like him, the whole MOMMA situation, and it's really the white girl. Oh man, this shit gonna be this shit, you couldn't write a better movie than this, bro.
Like for real, bro. I'm really like I'm not glorifying anybody's death, bro. What I'm motherfucking opposed to, and what's funny is the narrative is falling apart. The shit's crumbling. This whole narrative that he was just some innocent man, on his way to Bible study, and next thing you know, these police just hopped on him for no reason, and he basically was being choked out in the middle of the street and all that. I mean, yeah, the shit was fucked up. The optics was fucked up. But the thing is, this shit's in police training manuals. They need to change the training. The police is not going to be fucking sitting away for murder or anything, because guess what? He's authorized to use that move by law. If he goes down, then the entire fucking the police department, the entire goddamn apparatus goes down. There's no way they're gonna allow that to happen. That nigga walking all day long. Straight up. Based off of that.
And that's what has to happen, man. You can't just be putting your knee on nobody's neck, bro.
Bro, they train for that. They literally teach that in police academy. That is a move, an authorized move for the police department, bro.
Yes. What are you talking about?
So he would not be held liable for a move that was trained to him. They put that shit in the fucking training manual. He would not be held liable for that. He can't. End of story. The case is closed just based off of that alone.
Hey, let me go to Savage Red Recovery. Hey, you good, bro? Because like I said, you say you can't hear. Can you hear, Savage? You're responding.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you talking. I couldn't hear whoever was talking. But,
okay.
I called this back. I called this back when this whole incident happened, that he was overdosing. When this first happened, I'm 6 years sober from heroin and fentanyl use. Had he complied with those police officers and they took him in the car, he could have died on the way to transport. Had he not prolonged the stop, he might have been able to get medical attention at the jail and saved his life. He was ODing. The knee on his neck, that compression on his spine did not block his airway. Any person that's ever been in a headlock or in a fight that they've had to subdue somebody, you do not do a headlock from the front. Anyone that's had a fun time with their girlfriend that likes to be choked, you don't choke them on their spinal cord. That's not how choking works. So pressure on a bone is not going to stop someone's airwave. It just isn't. He was overdosing, and you could tell that by how he was acting erratically, and also he was saying he couldn't breathe while he was in the car because he was his respiratory system was already.
Hold on. And on top of that, he had just digested. He just digested the fucking drugs he just bought.
Wait, bro, hold on, slow down, wait. So listen, so we've had a brother up here that suffered an actual spinal injury, as where he told you guys for 45 minutes he was incapacitated and he was able to keep the pressure off of his own neck, and he survived. And now we have another gentleman, even though he is of the white variety, okay, but he said he's a recovered fentanyl and heroin abuser, and he said he knows the signs of an overdose, which was something we said. I never did drugs in my life. Okay, if it didn't have a prescription motherfucking thing on it with my name on it, I ain't took it. But I saw this. And again, the police are trained to do stuff like this, man. You guys don't understand and realize it. It's a reason why those police officers said the things they said during the stop and during the apprehension, so they know they will have it recorded on their fucking body cams to say and lay down the fucking premise of what it would be and the causes, so on and so forth. These cops deal with this shit on the daily, man. A lot of you motherfuckers, all you got to hear is racism or a white man did it for y'all to eliminate everything. Bro, this shit right here, bro, and this woman, his woman, mama, you know, the mama he was calling for, the real mama he was calling for, this frumpy old, this is not a high value woman. This is not an attractive woman. This is, again, shout out to the nigga in the wig. This is who they choose. This super old white lady was the last person he was calling for before he died. That's who. Not his biological mama. Not his mama that was dead for years. What you got to say about that shit? But let's go to Bro Truth. Bro Truth is on you, bro. Get ready. Bro Truth, you there?
I got some smoke. I got some smoke.
Right, hold on, everyday valet. We'll get to it. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, bro. On behalf of all thinking black men out there, man, fuck fentanyl Floyd. He did not represent me or any brother out here on the motherfucking up and up. He did not represent one motherfucking iota of what I stand for. So, not to be on some dancing on this man grave type shit, but all this motherfucking extra emotion, niggas. This whole country being torn apart for this fucking junkie. Nah, bro. Like, for real, dog. I'm not finna sit here and goddamn put no angel wings on this nigga when he literally had a bitch at knife point. Why his buddy was robbing? Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? For real. What are we doing here? Us celebrating this nigga does nothing for the image of black men worldwide. If anything, it's basically making us look like fucking criminals and drug addicts because we identifying with this bullshit. And
can I speak on this?
I'm saying though, bro, if you look at that arrest, my nigga, one thing we gotta understand as black men, bro. One thing that I can't fucking get, I can't stand this shit, bro. If you look at that arrest, my nigga, why is he being so fucking resistant? And he probably, yeah, of course he's high as fuck, right? But again, if there was no resistance, it would not have gotten to that point, bro. Once you under arrest, ain't no talking, it ain't shit you can say that will get you out of them handcuffs. Like, for real, bro. I done been there, I done tried, it don't work. And I done talked to plenty of lawyers. I actually got a buddy of mine, he's actually a private detective. And he's like, you know what you said to the fucking officers, to the police? Nothing. Absolutely. Outside of, here's my ID, officer. Anything else, you tell them, I'm sorry, officer, I do not answer those questions because I base anything I say can and will be used against me in a court of law. That's all. Anything he fucking asks you, where you coming from, where you going, do you know this area, all that fuck shit. Nah, hey, officer, I'm sorry, but I don't answer those type of questions. That's all you say to him, bro.
Yep, and real quick, bro, too, that's actually a great thing about this dude giving us the scenario of why you don't talk to police. You don't talk to the police at all, and police are trained to do these things, man. They're trained to lead you with leading questions. They're trained to say a whole bunch of things to where you just naturally respond. All of this type shit, right? And again, bro, you're just out of your depth, bro. All right. You're not trained in the law whatsoever. Not saying that every police officer is a lawyer, what have you. But man, listen, like you said, the best thing for you to do in any interaction with the police, bro, is hey, here you go. If you're gonna apprehend me or you're gonna take me into custody, go down there, get booked, do whatever you gotta do, and get bond if you gotta get bond, or do whatever you gotta do, man. But yeah, don't have court in the street and you got nothing to talk to the police about. But let me get to one of these people.
Hey, I'm gonna post the actual information in regards to that knee to neck restraining technique being a part of their training. Okay, for all you niggas in the chat talking about, oh, that ain't in the training, Ain't did damn bit of research your goddamn self. All it takes is a simple Google, and you can find out. But it's okay. I help you out, you dumb niggas. I help you out.
All right, man. Let me get to somebody with the smoke. Who we want? Let me get Platinum in here, man. Platinum got some smoke, I think, man. Platinum, thanks for coming to the platform, brother. What's up with you, man?
What's up with you, bro? And let me just comment that your panel, Bruh Truth. These guys are very objective, maybe, huh? Well, Bruh Truth said us, and then he just called your panel a bunch of niggas. He doesn't sound very objective. He sounds like he has his mind made up. Now, as far as the facts of this case, that hadn't been decided yet.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay, so there are no facts in this case. They're
Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Everything
what
I
do you mean
said.
there's no facts in it? Hold on, nigga. He talked about me though, man. Like what?
Stop, bro. Truth, stop.
Go ahead, man.
Hold on. Platinum. I'm simply showing you and giving all of the truth versus the narrative that we had, Platinum. This is why I titled the way I titled it. Remember, black folks' excuse was, oh, there was no fake bills. There was no proof of fake bills. That's been proven in this case that it was fake bills, Platinum. Okay? The addictions or him possibly having an overdose or whatnot, what have you. That's the whole thing that this part of the thing is laying down, Platinum, that again, he had suffered from an overdose before. He was an abuser of opioid drugs and heroin and actual heroin. And the fact of the matter, they are correlating his actions to when he had his overdose to his interaction with the police, brother. So again, so it's for you to say it's not facts. No, brother. Again, this is inference and pretty much common sense things to relate one thing to another. So there's nothing that I said here that's speculative. Okay, I'm going by exactly what everything was seen here on the screen and the evidence and everything has been presented to the people during the trial. I'm in the total agreement with you that this trial is not over. I am not giving a guilty or innocent verdict for anyone. I don't have the authority. I'm not a judge. I'm not a juror. Okay, but what I'm saying is this. This is what leads up to, more likely than not, what I believe is going to happen. Go ahead, brother, continue.
Okay, now the jury, once they go over the evidence that's offered, they decide what's relative and what's not when they make their decision, and you have to accept it or whatever. Now, I don't. I'm not. He said, anybody. George Floyd, I mean, I don't agree with what him or whatever his lifestyle, his way he chose to live his life. He didn't ask me for permission. He was a free American citizen. A couple of days ago, I got ragged on for defending Charles Manson. I mean, do I fuck with Charles Manson? Hell no. But I felt injustice. I have an issue with injustice. I want to see justice served. Now, my opinion, I saw the video. The drugs did not kill George Floyd. The knee to his neck did. That's me. If I'm on the jury box, you got to convince me that didn't happen. Now, as far as his use of fentanyl, how long has he been using it? He decided that one day, the moment a knee got on his neck to OD.
No. Listen, hold on. I don't know you came in at Platinum. See that you're missing the evidence, bro. That's why I tried to tell you. I just explained it, so I'll explain it to you again. The man, this woman, that white woman that's up on the screen, she is telling you that her and George Floyd together engaged in abusing prescription drugs. Then she said when they weren't able to get them from prescriptions, they got them off the black market, meaning they got them from places as to where sometimes they didn't know what they were. She said she described some pills that they had taken once together at one point in time to where she know it wasn't a normal opioid. It was something from the black market that made her react in an unnatural way. Okay. Furthermore, she said one of the times he had overdosed and he called her as an emergency because everything on him was hurting. He repeated the same thing that he said that day. My back hurt. My stomach hurt. I can't breathe. I can't this. I can't that. He ascribed all those things to her and taking him to the emergency room. And what happened? He OD'd. He was in the hospital for several days in an overdose, Platinum. So what they're saying is at least from the time of March to May, he was abusing prescription, black market, and actual heroin up until his death, brother. Proven fact.
Okay, but that still doesn't explain the knee to his neck.
Okay,
whether the move is taught in academy and you know they retrain for it. Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter because he's being tried. He's been tried for murder. If that is in the state manual, if that is the MPD manual,
why don't we decide the case?
How would they be able to try him if he was trained for that technique? They cannot try him if he was trained for that restraining technique. They can't.
Why don't they give the case to the jury now? Just give it to them now.
Because they're going through due process. They have to go through the process. What are you talking about?
No, I'm trying to make my point. You just cut me off.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. Go ahead.
Okay. They teach the technique in the academy. Look, I agree with police procedure. I agree that what dudes, motherfuckers out here on drugs, motherfuckers out here shooting off at cops. Cops are not allowed to fire their weapon. Motherfucker, hold on. Just had a case.
Man, you okay with that, man? You got that George Floyd going on?
No. I got my COVID shot yesterday. My second one, I'm good. But check this out.
What?
Okay. Well, I made it.
That's what it is, man.
I made it. But now check this out. If you saw the video of the person in Nashville, that's not what we're talking about. I just want to give you an example. There was a video where a cop shot a woman in her car. She hopped in her car and drove off. Did you see that?
Yes,
in Nashville?
I saw it. Go ahead.
Did you see the cop got shot?
Yes, I saw it.
Did you see him not pop back as she was driving off? Because
he shot her twice. That's why she died. Yes, I saw it.
No, he did shoot her twice, but you didn't see him keep pop as she was driving off.
He shot her more than once. Platinum, you didn't watch the video. He shot her twice.
Listen to what I'm saying. As he went down, he had got shot himself.
I know.
You can, but you did not see him constantly shooting.
Yes, he shot more than once.
I agree with Platinum.
Wait, I don't give a damn what you agree about. You're agreeing about a lie. He shot her more than once, bro. What are you talking about?
The thing is, he had the right as a police officer to continue shooting because she was a danger to society in her car.
But he didn't.
He could have. Yes, he did.
Wait, stop. Stop. Wait.
He shot multiple times.
Stop. I'm not gonna let you do that. Listen, no. He returned fire until he could no longer do it because he was fucking shot.
That's shot her.
Yes, it is true. Hold on, bro. Stop. He fucking shot her. He returned fire. He was actually shot, like not in his vest. She shot him in his fucking body. So what he did out of fucking instinct was return fire and shoot her at least twice, if not three times. I know he shot at least 2, if not 3 shots. He was incapacitated to the point of where he was falling down and he couldn't worry about fucking shooting because he realized he was shot.
That was
when she drove away.
Wait, stop.
When she drove away in the car, he was on his knees.
Bro, he was fucking hurt. He dropped the gun. God damn it.
No, he could have.
I know he didn't. I don't think so. I didn't see the gun drop.
Okay, fantastic. Just all right. Just wait a minute. I'm trying to make a point. We agree. Everything you said, you're right. What I was trying to show is that he was outshot, but he could have taken his weapon and continued to shoot at her.
Platinum,
but
he couldn't.
No, he couldn't.
He shock of being shot.
No, he could shot. Okay, all right.
He dropped his gun.
The man was laying over on the ground.
No, he was on his knees.
Struck by a bullet.
No, he was on his knees. He was able to.
That's what I'm saying, and he's calling because he's been shot. He was not concerned with. He was worried about his own health, not fucking continue to shoot at somebody. And he's been shot. Platinum. He's already delivered. Hold on. He had already delivered fucking rounds on target, at least 2 of them, and shit. Now he realized, oh shit, the adrenaline rushes off. That pain is starting to hit. Like you said, he dropped to his knees, Platinum, because he was shot, and he's like, oh shit, shots fired. I've been fucking hit, bro. It is what it is. I'm not worried about trying to stop this bitch. I'm trying to worry about living, nigga. What are you guys saying? You guys are trying to get this thing about like stop, bro. Stop it.
Well, first of all, I hope that's not what he said, because his safe. I mean, the safety of the public and his ability to serve, that comes first, not his ass. So I don't think he's.
Are you like fucking crazy?
That's not. You won't get hired. You can't have an attitude. You're trying to save your ass. You don't go on a fucking police force. You don't go in the military. Fantastic. You're in the military. You do not go into those professions with I'm trying to save my ass.
Platinum, hold on, Platinum. Now let me show you where your major flaw in your logic is, Platinum. What can I not do if I'm dead, Platinum?
You can't serve.
Oh wow. Well, that means your first priority is your own ass. That's why deadly force is authorized to save your own ass before the public.
We're not saying. Look. I don't
Preach,
disagree.
oh, fantastic, preach.
I don't disagree with what he did. I'm saying if you watch the video, there was opportunity for him. He was not incapacitated to the point he was not mobile. He was shot. He reported the shooting. She backed up. He could have easily said, you know what, I'm gonna empty my clip at this car as she drive. I'm gonna pop in the head a couple of times because she's a threat to the public, as someone said, which a jury would have said, man, that's a legitimate reason. But if you watch the guy, the reason he didn't do that is because he has a training that says
hesitated.
He didn't do that because he was concerned about his own fucking life.
Yes, bro. He was fucking
Okay,
shot.
I'm done. No,
She could have ran him over.
Okay,
no,
again,
but she
listen.
but she
though,
didn't.
You guys talking about coulda, shoulda, woulda. Okay, let's talk about coulda, shouldas. Let's talk about what happened. Okay, the woman shot him first. He did everything procedurally by not fucking even grabbing his fucking firearm until he saw a gun from her. Put the gun down. She popped him. You see the fucking window break or whatnot, what have you. He delivers rounds on target. At least 2 of them, not 3. I know it's at least 2. Hit her 2 times. Okay. She drives off. He drops to his knees because he's hit. He is shot in his stomach. Okay, he's hurt. All right, hurt. I've never been shot, but I've heard from people that are shot. When you get shot, Platinum, the thing happens called shock. Okay, called shock. So you don't have all of your fucking training and all this other shit and whatnot, what have you, bro. Your body takes over and you go into fucking survival mode, my nigga. So you're not concerned with, as long as this person's not coming to you or at you, your body goes into, oh, nigga, we dying. Okay? We need to survive. Do whatever we got to do, so on and so forth, but whatnot, what have you.
And what's crazy is the fact that any nigga put in that scenario would have filled that bitch full of bullet holes. Platinum, you too.
I believe you would have.
That bitch would have caught every piece of lead in my fucking magazine.
I believe.
Real talk. Because at that point, if she shot me first, it's either me or her.
From listening to you,
nigga. I don't give a fuck who it is, dog.
I would believe it.
If it comes down to it, I don't give a fuck who you are. You trying to take my life, nigga? Yeah.
I believe
I'm gonna do everything in my power to ensure that I keep the fucking air in my lungs.
Okay, I believe a nigga like you, Truth, would do it. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you damn real, nigga. You
listening
damn
to
real,
your comments.
Are we straying away from the conversation about George Floyd or what you would do?
In a heartbeat. And I guarantee you, if you were shot, if you were in that same scenario where somebody shot you and you had the ability to respond with force, you would do the exact same thing. And if you don't, you're a fucking idiot.
Self-preservation is number 1 in life.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't know what the fuck planet you living on, Platinum, but that's just
go one at a time, man. Hold up. We gotta go one at a time so we don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zoe, you wanted to say something? Zoe, you got a lot of static, man. I don't know what your stream. But you not. I can't hear you say no words. I gotta mute you up. You got a lot of feedback. All right. So Platinum, do you have anything else, brother? As far as
I haven't really been keeping up with the case, but
come on now, Platinum.
Wait a minute. This case to me is an easy win. You put the knee caused the man to pass out, whether he was on drugs or not. The cause of his death was the injury offered by the cop. Now, whether the cop should go to jail for the rest of his life, whether they need to retrain cops, perhaps they do. Say, hey, we can't, hey, look, they have a lot of rules, man. That's why I'm not a police officer. They can't just say, hey, I'm going to shoot motherfuckers. Why? Because he looked guilty and he shot at me. They can't just shoot me. I can shoot a motherfucker. I'm trying to get away. I don't give a fuck who I shoot. I'm running. I'm going to alley. I'm popping back. They can't just shoot down a blind alley. They got to see they have to see their target. They're taught that if you don't see him, you can't shoot him. Oh, I can't if I don't see him. So if he turn the corner, I gotta get clear. You gotta have a clear view. Or
hey guys,
we'll hold you
the
accountable.
Video. He did not drop the gun. The police officer had the gun in his hand. I'm watching the video right now.
Thank you.
He had the gun in his hand as she drives away. He could have shot her again, but he didn't.
But he
He
didn't.
couldn't have shot.
Fantastic. You was
Okay,
wrong.
so let me tell you niggas again. He couldn't have shot her. He had a chance at shooting at her through the car because he was on his fucking knees because he's fucking shot and he was in shock. Y'all can't do this shit with me, bro. Stop playing with me.
Intelligence is not the game here, is it?
If he was not incapacitated, where would he not be?
She was only 3 feet away. He could have
Answer
shot
the
her.
question, bro. Answer the question. Bro, answer the
Answer
question.
what question?
If he was not incapacitated, where would
He was
not
not
be?
incapacitated. Anybody, I challenge you to watch the video right now. I got it pulled up.
I'm going to ask you again. If he was not incapacitated, where would he not be?
Surely not on his knees.
On his fucking knees.
Yeah,
Don't play with me, bro.
No, anybody. I would challenge everybody to watch the video. He could have clearly shot the lady again.
You can tell us whatever you want,
It was
bro.
clear.
He was fucking incapacitated. He was actually shot
No,
by a
he
fucking
wasn't
round, bro.
incapacitated. He was on his knees for about.
Have you ever been shot, bro?
5 seconds.
Okay, hey, so why was he not standing up?
Because he was shot. We know that, but he had his gun in his hand, and he could have.
Nigga, so you get shot. What are you?
On top of that, the door. Hold on. The door was open. He was looking at her sit in the car. She got in the car and drove off. She could have ran him over.
So
he had the ability to shoot her. She was 3 feet away. I can't answer that question. You know that.
No, he's incapacitated. He's shot.
No.
He's not. He wasn't incapacitated.
Wait. The reason he didn't shoot is because he's a public servant and he's people that you want to be law enforcement.
Listen, man.
No. Guys like him should be commended. Guys like him.
Why? Why should he be commended?
Why should he be commended?
Wait, hold on. So hold on, Platinum. So wait, why should he be commended? Because either way, he still killed the bitch. The bitch died. Whether he shot, whether he gave her one head shot, whether he gave her one chest shot, or he shot her 18 fucking times, Platinum. If the result is still the same in death, what does it matter? The amount of rounds.
He should be commended for being a good law.
Killing the bitch. He killed the bitch, so he should be commended for killing the bitch.
That's how you want to interpret.
He didn't use.
No. That's what happened.
He should be commended for not using. He should be commended for not using aggressive force.
Yeah,
too much force.
Hold on. Wait a minute. If anything, he shows the public who have a lot of they're not convinced that police officers are there to serve. They feel like the system is unfair. If anything, that video shows them the exposure that they offer themselves when they try and enforce the law, that they just cannot go in heavy-handed. He did not say, hey, sit your ass down. I'm going to cuff you and check the car. That woman was all in her purse. He said, ma'am, you're not supposed to go in your purse. Ma'am, she lit up a cigarette. She called home. They can't do he allowed her to do that. And then she went into a car and got a gun. Now, which he got shot, and she drove. She could have drove over him. When that car was pointed away from him, he did not follow with aggression, which they can't do.
He was incapacitated, bro. He had been shot. He was going through a shot. And hold on, let me tell you this, Platinum. Everything you described, you know what? I've heard other police officers break that down. Was bad policing. That guy was a bad police officer from him being a fat ass.
100% facts.
From him being a fat fuck, him not going through fucking proper procedure and fucking putting her in cuffs or whatnot, having her call a phone call, let her get the bag, outrun him, get back into the car, all of those things, bro. He got shot because he's a fucking dumbass, fat, lazy ass fucking cop. This is not my opinion. This is the fucking opinion of other police officers. So no, he is not the fucking ideal police officer. Easy fucking worse, because had he did proper procedures, he couldn't have not got shot. And the bitch could have not died. So either way it goes, man, you still wrong. But hold on, let me move it around, man. I'm gonna come back to you. I thank you, Brandon, for coming up here with the opposing view, bro. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get to Gary, and then we'll get another opposing view. Oh no, my bad. We can skip it over my man Cool Kamasi. We get to Cool Kamasi, then we'll go to another opposing view. Shout out to my man Young Swift for the definition of incapacitated: deprived of strength or power, debilitated. You know what does that? A fucking gunshot to the gut. But continue. Go ahead, Cool Kamasi, brother. Thank you for your patience.
Hey, fantastic. What's good, man?
You got it, man. Can't complain, brother.
What's good, fantastic?
Yeah, you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. I put the website, thecityjournal.org, for the chokehold issue. this case was similar to Eric Garner in I think 2011, and the difference between that one and this one was the drug issue and the chokehold in particular, where Eric Garner, there was pressure to the neck for about 15 seconds. So with that being said, the reason why that cop was not found guilty was because of the justification. So the justification is going to be key in this case. So whatever Mr. Sharman says for his justification is going to be very key for this case. And that's why I think he's going to get off, is because if you look at the optics, the guy is bigger than him. So he's going to use that as justification to get off.
But hold on, wait, Kukamasi, wait. Kukamasi, you bring another great point though, brother. So hold on, Kukamasi, how could it have been the knee to the neck that killed the man, right, for over 8 minutes, if it only took less than 1 minute for Eric Garner to die from a direct pressure and direct choke, an actual choke? How could there be this big disparity in time requirement for death there, brother? What you think about that?
I can't even.
Good one.
To be honest with
you know, can I say something real fast without being interrupted?
Hold on, brother. We're going to get to you. Hold on. Be patient.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Kukamasi. You
with
good?
With the Eric Garner case, it's kind of the similar thing. It was a smaller officer. And usually with the small officers, they got to put a little bit more force into that, you know, with that situation. So to be honest with you, I really can't say, but I just go by what was being said legally.
Well, let me say this, bro. Let me. I'm gonna hop in here. Let me say this. Listen, bro. What's gonna get you away from this is that the fucking police officer is gonna have 1,000,001 fucking examples of where this fucking actual hold was used on other individuals. The only argument you got to stand on is the length of time. Okay. But what they're gonna tell you is this: like you said, this man had a heart condition. He had fucking fentanyl, a deadly amount of fentanyl in his system. He had previous conditions of all this other shit and whatnot, what have you. Listen, man, the dude was going through a fucking overdose. Plus, I think they call it, I can't think of the term right now, but so excited delirium or something like that or whatnot, what have you. Pretty much where the dude worked himself up into fucking death and his fucking system can control itself. So all the things are in place, bro, for that to be the case. That just is what it is. But we gonna see. So let's go ahead and go to Everyday Valet. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I'm gonna speak calmly. I'm not gonna argue. I gotta say this: you can't use different situations and try to compare one situation to the next. Just because a man got into an accident with pressure on his neck, you can't compare that to somebody else on somebody with a knee on their neck. You can't compare the situations and say, "Oh, see," you can't do that. That makes no logical sense. The fact of the matter is George Floyd was in police custody. He was subdued, and it was over too much force being used for that situation. They had him arrested. So there was no need to have your knee on his neck. So I don't care about the overdose or any of that stuff. The fact of the matter is he was under police custody. All right, he died under police custody. Instead of having a foot on his neck, he should have been getting aid if it was an overdose. So that's the reason why he'll be found guilty. I believe a jury will see it that way. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so let me help you out. So let me help you out, bro. Do you know how many cases that it's called an opioid crisis for a reason? Again, you're gonna have the toxicologist and the fucking coroner come up and tell you the amount, and they're going to make them break that down as to how and why that is extremely deadly for you to have that in your system. Again, bro, you can. It's called precedence, brother. You have an example to where something more likely than not happens on the regular, and then something just a fluke or at random happens. That's why it's called precedence. The law is literally set upon it. This is why you have case law and previous cases that you use as an example to help support your case. Okay. Or help
everything that you're saying is irrelevant.
One key piece of evidence that we keep forgetting is that he was saying, "I can't breathe" before they even have him on the ground.
Thank you, bro.
So they're going to tie that to they're going to tie them two together. The very fact that he had that level, that it wasn't just fentanyl either. He had other substances in his blood.
Hold on, It wasn't just fentanyl. It was
Exactly.
stimulus, and it
I don't
lines
care
exactly
about. I
up.
don't care about
Yo,
any of that.
they're
I
gonna
don't care about
tie
any of
those
that.
two together. The fact that he said I cannot breathe before he was even on the ground, and the fact that he had those high levels of drugs in his body, and the fact that they fucking train this restraint.
The man expired.
Dude,
the man
you gotta
expired
think
with
logically.
knee
Stop
on his
getting these
neck.
emotions out of your fucking
I
argument,
don't
bro.
know why you saying emotion. He expired.
No,
We
I'm
watched him
because
expire.
you're not looking at the facts of the case.
I'm
The facts of the case is
those
that
facts,
this is a
those
trained
facts do
move.
not matter. The man
The
expired
facts
with a
don't
knee on
matter?
his neck.
The facts don't matter?
What,
Oh my
Facts
God.
don't matter.
The facts don't matter.
hold on.
And the
I
court
don't
of
want you
law,
to,
This is the guy that wanted to
the
baby so
facts
bad.
don't matter.
Hey guys, hold on.
Okay.
I don't want you to mess up what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, we didn't mess it up, brother. You said that clear as day. You said the facts don't matter.
Go ahead.
The man expired with a knee on his neck. Okay? There was no reason to have your knee on somebody's neck for 8 minutes. All right?
You saying the same shit, bro. But you're saying the same shit. Well, the thing is, we have to realize.
So, but you keep going back to the drugs and all of that. You keep talking about the drugs.
This is in the training manual. This is in the training manual. You cannot. Bro, listen, the state cannot prosecute this officer for something that he was trained to do.
They will, though. They will.
They will not.
I'm telling you. Yes, sir, they will, because the jury
but you're negating the facts, though. You're throwing away all the facts.
Wait a minute, bro.
The fact that he had an overdose.
Can I jump in here a second?
He had an overdose amount of drugs in his system. He was saying, I cannot breathe before he even got to the ground, and the fact that they are trained to use that restraining technique.
Bro, truth. He's on trial.
What are we missing here?
He's on trial right now. You said the state can't prosecute. They're prosecuting him right now.
But what I'm getting, they can't reach the guilty verdict based off of that, bro.
The jury decides.
I'm looking at this shit from a logical perspective.
No, you're not.
Bro.
You haven't said anything right yet.
Fantastic.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. I got
Everything
you.
I said is factual. You can look it up. Everything I just said is facts. What the fuck are you talking about?
The jury decides what's factual in this case, bro.
So is it not a fact that he said, I can't breathe before he was on the ground? Is that not a fact?
He said that while he was sitting in the car.
Amount of drugs in his system. Is that not a fact? Is it not a fact that one of the side effects of fentanyl overdose is suppression of breathing?
All of that may be.
You don't sound very objective, bro. True. Sounds like you got your mind made up.
Can I jump in for a second?
Listen, one thing.
Hold on. We're going down the line here. You guys are getting into arguments.
Was killed by the police, okay? Let's get that understood, okay? My fucking dad was killed by the police. He died in the back of a police car after being choked, okay? And we won a case against the police. So you're not talking to someone that hasn't been through this shit, bro. I lost my father back in '97 behind the same shit. Okay? So
what is that supposed to mean?
What I'm getting to is I'm coming from an objective. I'm coming from an objective point of view. If anyone on this panel will have any kind of like,
how many times have you brought up the knee since you've been up there?
Bro, I'm looking at the fucking manual, bro.
No, okay. I'm asking you, how many times have you brought up the knee on George Floyd's neck, Mr. Objective?
Okay, so hold on, Platinum. Let me
ask you this. Fact, nigga. What are you talking about? What's the point you're bringing up? What is
about 50 times.
Okay, but hold on.
Hold on.
Bro, truth.
Explain your argument. Why are you saying that? Why are you bringing it up?
Hold on. Let me do this, and then we go get back in order in line. So, Platinum, there are clearly two sides here, Platinum. So for you guys to put this narrative as if to one side is wrong or the other side is wrong. Platinum, I'm not calling you wrong for you believing what you believe. Okay. You believe that the knee on his neck killed him. Hold on. Hear me out. You believe the knee on his neck killed him. Okay. Other people on the panel believe that the drugs in his system and a myriad. Hold on. A myriad of other things killed him. Okay. The evidence that's pointing to the myriad of other things is lining up better than the knee on his neck. The knee on his neck, and people are trying to do this, and they're running the narrative. A knee on the neck can kill. And again, Platinum, this is what happened, and they literally and purposely took these videos off the internet, because what you had a whole bunch of people, white people especially, that was like, hey man, that's bullshit, bro. You put your motherfucking knee in a motherfucking neck, man, no matter how long you do it, that's not gonna kill them. You had grown men putting the knees in the neck of other grown ass men for 8 minutes and no one died, bro. All right, several of them. But because you have this narrative and you have this machine that point to racism, those videos are fucking scrubbed from the fucking internet, man. Again, your upper back to the back of your neck, man. If I put motherfucking my weight on that shit, Platinum, for fucking 7 minutes, could you die? Yes. Could you survive? Yes. But Platinum, if I took my motherfucking forearm, all right, and directly fucking went around your neck and purposely fucking choked you, yes, Platinum, and I hold it too long, I am trying to intentionally choke you and kill you. Okay? That's all we're saying, man.
Okay.
It's not the same. Hold on. Possibility and probability are not the same thing. A lot of niggas don't understand that.
Can I ask you this? Why do you guys keep introducing these social arguments about race? I thought
this whole trial is about this, Platinum. This is whole trial is about.
See, I get it.
We're introducing it because if it was a white man, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Hey
guys, I just got a notice on my phone. They already speaking on it. They said for him to be subdued already. It just came on my phone. It's funny because it just came on my phone. Hold on, I'm gonna read the article. It says knee on George Floyd's neck while he was handcuffed and in a prone position was top-tier deadly force and totally unnecessary. The head of Memphis Police Department Homicide Division testified Friday. If your knee is in a person's neck, that can kill him. Okay? That's what Lieutenant Richard Zimmerman added, that when a person is handcuffed in the prone position, his muscles are being pulled back. And if you're laying on your chest and constricting your breathing even more. My point, I'm done.
But that doesn't negate the fact that they trained to do that.
Fantastic.
I'm not saying it's right. I think they should definitely change the training.
Don't change the story. Don't change the story.
Hold on.
That's why I was telling y'all.
Why can't you all go one at a time?
What the fuck are you talking about? Change my story.
That's why I was
My
telling
story
y'all.
is the fact that they teach it.
The drugs don't matter. The drugs do not matter.
The only fact that I'm saying is they teach it in
Hey, fantastic. Can I get the floor?
Yeah, hold on. Brother Truth, if I was a lawyer, Brother Truth, I would strike you from the jury. You're not an objective person, bro, Truth. You have your mind made up.
Everything that I said was facts. You can't refute anything I said. You just listen.
He said knee in the neck.
The restraining technique is in their manual. You can pull it up.
Yeah, but hold on. I gotta say this. Hold on, bro, Truth.
Let me get the facts out. Okay, George Floyd said he cannot breathe before he was on the ground. That is a fact. They trained that put a knee on a nigga. That is a fact. Okay. He had high levels of different drugs in his fucking body. The autopsy proved it. That is a fact. So what are you refuting? What are you refuting? What's not a fact? What's not a fact?
What?
Well, don't explain to me what did I say just now? What did I just say?
I can't
that was not a fact. Please, one thing that I just said.
You gotta let him answer it.
5 times. I can't stand as you define them niggas who just repeat themselves over and over again. I heard you the first time. Bro, Truth, you got high levels of drugs in your system and you're not dead.
What are you talking? What?
I can explain. Hold on. I can explain why his logic doesn't make sense. I can explain why it doesn't make sense.
I just had a whole motherfucking
nigga. I can explain why Bro Truth's logic doesn't make sense.
You can't, bro.
All right, I'm gonna explain it right now. I promise you that I will, because the drugs do not matter. It does not matter if
drugs do not matter. Do you know why the primary things will happen?
Hey, when I say stop.
Your breathing
I don't want to mute nobody. Hey, I don't want to mute nobody, man. I say stop. All right. Listen, bro. I'm not, bro. For real. Everyday Valet, bro. I don't know. You want to be right so bad, bro. The drugs in the system do matter when you read the fucking autopsy. Have you read the autopsy report?
I just read the police, what the police officer said. They mentioned nothing about the drugs.
No, I'm gonna ask you again, bro. I'm asking you a direct question. Ask the question I'm asking you.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
All right, so go read the autopsy report, then come back to me.
The autopsy is always gonna say what's in your blood. It's always gonna do that. That's
Read
nothing
the
new.
autopsy report, then get
That's
back to
nothing
me,
new.
brother. Go read the
That's
autopsy
nothing new.
report, then get
The
back
drugs,
to me.
the drugs are irrelevant and it's
The
murder.
drugs are irrelevant.
Listen.
Do you know what fentanyl does to
You
your fucking
don't even know
breathing,
what
my nigga?
fentanyl is.
It
Do you
doesn't
know
matter.
what
He didn't
fentanyl
die
does
from
to your
the drugs.
respiratory
Don't matter
system?
again,
One
man.
of the main fucking side
Bro,
effects
truth,
of
bro,
fentanyl
truth, bro,
overdose is your suppression of breathing.
Bro, truth. No, listen, bruh. Please stop saying it don't matter. You don't even know what fucking fentanyl is, man. You don't know the side effects of it. You don't know the origin of it. You don't know the purpose of it. The original intention of fucking fentanyl. So stop, man. If you don't know, say you don't know. But stop saying it don't matter. Everybody in chat, you sound real ignorant, man. You make yourself look bad when you say it doesn't matter. If you
The
don't know
drugs
what
are
something
irrelevant
Hey man,
to
drugs
his
don't
murder.
matter, man. Hey man, I'm
The
gonna go do
drugs
a
are
whole
irrelevant
ball of
to his
cocaine right
murder.
now.
It
Hold
don't
on, drugs
matter.
don't matter, bro.
Let's get back in order, man. Hold on. I gotta go to my man, the boss will to whatever. What is I don't know. I can't, you got a long name, brother.
Man, I'm gonna
What's
do some
good,
heroin,
man?
bro. I'm
Am
gonna
I
do some
coming through
heroin, bro.
clear?
Yeah,
Drugs
you
don't
loud and
matter,
clear.
bro.
Go ahead.
So, just in all honesty, first off, shout out to your panel and your channel. I like the content. I've been following you for about a couple weeks now. But I did come in late. I came in right when you were dropping the MOMMA bomb with the white chick on there. But that part right there was crazy to me. I think that's more a reflection on just black people in general, how we're so able to be controlled by the news so easily. Now I do agree that anybody who says mama while they dying, you would probably assume that he's talking about his mom. But just overall, we're too impacted by what the news tells us, and we jump right in line with that shit. As far as what that has to do with the case, I don't really think that's going to determine anything. It just is a shot at our mental capacity as a unit. Second thing, as far as the toxicology and the part about my position is actually kind of changing a little bit after hearing you guys. I did not know he was already saying he couldn't breathe before he even got on the ground, which I think changes things a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know. That need to the neck is powerful, man. And depending on and like you said, there is a couple different type of people out here. Some people don't give a fuck about the toxicology. They're just like, look, man, he was on that nigga's neck for 8 minutes, and there's no way he should have been on there for that long. And then you got the people who are gonna dig deep in the minutia of everything and be like, look, he had fentanyl and whatever else you guys said he had. So I definitely don't think it's over. I would like to ask you this: why do you believe that they don't want you? I think you said they don't want to convict this man, and I kind of see it the other way, that they do want to convict him. But I just want you to go on that a little bit, and then I kind of have another question after that. But go ahead.
Bro, no problem. The reason why they don't, and again, if you look at the portion what I showed you, you saw the prosecution actually helping the defense. If the prosecution convicts this man on an individual basis of death, and their thing is going to be the knee on his neck, then what you do is you set the precedence for people to be able to sue the state or the city or whatnot, what have you, on a national level for police procedures. So even though it's procedural and the fucking it was allowed or something trained by the police and it was used and enforced by the police, now all of those cases and wrongful deaths and all these things that were adjudicated before in favor of the state, those cases have to be reheard, bro. This is going to be millions, if not billions of fucking dollars having to be paid out by cities and states and everything across the country, because now you're saying, okay, what this man did was okay and set on by the state because the state trained it and allowed it. So now any ever previous case as to where it was a death by police officer situation and they follow procedure, but the person died, now you get to rehear that case because this case says precedence. Okay. Furthermore, like you said, even in a case where a person is shot, Now you got to look at all these police shootings because okay, well, damn, they use deadly force in this, and remember, the cop is fucking up by saying this is deadly force because what is the ultimate form of deadly force? Using a fucking firearm. So if you fucking convict this guy of deadly force with a knee on the neck, oh well, every fucking case of where a police officer shoots and discharges his firearm on a person, on a citizen, is deadly force. So now we got to relook at those things. So listen, bro, as much as they may think or they're going to make it look like they want this dude to be found guilty, this dude is found guilty, bro. This opens a fucking Pandora box never fucking seen before in the history of fucking United States of America. So, bro, they cannot afford for this dude to be fucking convicted guilty. This is why they started with charging him with the 2 murder charges they know they have no chances of getting, because in order for you to have murder, it has to be premeditated and all these other things are what the rules have. And even the manslaughter aspect of it, this is why it's fucking it's very important that they keep reiterating the fucking drug uses and all these other things. What they're trying to do is get away from the fact of the matter that it was the fucking police officer that killed him versus something else. And they're building the case right here in the second we just watched, showing that it's more likely to the drugs, not 100%, not fucking guaranteed. And to the brother that said this shit earlier, listen, bro, where you at? Let me find you. FOE, my nigga. Listen, man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's called an opioid fucking crisis, brother. You know why? Because without any fucking knee in their neck, people were overdosing and dying. Okay, to the point of where fucking officers had to start carrying around fucking Narcan and shit so motherfuckers wouldn't die. So y'all get so fucking emotional, man. Y'all niggas don't know nothing about none of the facts. You don't pay attention to the news you should be fucking paying attention to, and you say stupid shit like that. Nigga, you can overdose, like I said, with or without the fucking knee. And we had a man that was up here that's telling you he saw the symptoms and reaction, and that's what they're trying to express in the fucking defense, is that he was going through an overdose. Crusty substance in the mouth, erratic reaction. Chill out, Jessica. Erratic reaction. And the 2 people that he was with, that's important to them. Those 2 people she named were the 2 people that were in the car with him. And the defense is gonna be, oh well, shit. He had his fucking drug suppliers with him, and the fucking girlfriend just snitched. So again, bro, I'm not a lawyer by any means, shape, form, or fashion. But again, you walk down the fucking logic train. This shit is extremely fucking simple to fucking understand, bro. They're gonna make it and put on a good show like they actually want this dude to motherfucking get done. But bro, if they allow this dude to get done, bro, this shit is gonna be flipping motherfucking like all fucking police precincts upside down, and every motherfucking police budget is gonna be fucking turned inside out because you're gonna be able to retry so many fucking cases off the precedence of this case.
Hey, fantastic. Let me add one more thing.
Hey, can I say one more thing before everybody?
I got you. One more thing.
All right, check this out. So,
go ahead. Go ahead, boss. Let the boss wood, and then we'll go back to who's that? Cool Kamasi, I think.
All right. So right now I'm born and raised in the Twin Cities, and so man, the vibe that's being shown, like these motherfuckers is really like 2 weeks ago when the jury selection, these motherfuckers was ready to tear this bitch up. Then I had to tell these, I'm like, bro, it's only jury selection. Like this is gonna last for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my question is, and this is to everybody, does the fact of this whole thing going around the country again and shit just getting burnt up everywhere, does that outweigh what you're talking about, Mr. Fantastic, as far as if he's convicted and then it opens the Pandora box for wrongful deaths and all the training and all that shit? I'd like to hear from everybody. That's it.
All right, good. All right, listen, man. It's more important for the optics and the racism and the media narrative for him to be convicted guilty on that side. But it's fucking far more important for the country and every fucking police precinct or police system in the country, city, state, and otherwise, for this dude to be found innocent. Because again, if he's found fucking guilty off the premise of something that was used as a training thing, some lawyer somewhere is licking his chops waiting to reopen cases. And they're going to use this case as precedent for the fucking training given by the state or whatever police precinct denoted to fucking the person dying. That's just how it happens, man. I mean, it's not even really an argument about it. So for the racism and media narrative, yeah, it's important for him to be found guilty. But for the bigger picture, as far as like national level or whatnot, he definitely has to be found not guilty, man. But let me move. Cool Kamasi had something to say. Go ahead, Cool Kamasi.
Yeah, with the I put an article up from addiction.com, and they said in most cases, death associated with fentanyl overdose occurred due to respiratory depression. Another fatal consequence of a fentanyl overdose is a cardiac arrest, as the drug slows down the heart rate and lowers the blood pressure. So he had 11 nanograms of fentanyl in his system. Also, they said one of his arteries blocked about 75%. So, with that being said, if they would have tried manslaughter, maybe we could have a better conversation. But when you try for murder,
yeah, murder, you're not going. It's not.
Yeah, nowhere near murder, bro.
Yeah, they purposely did
they
that.
could possibly got that, possibly.
Yeah, but let me get the fatal dose, man. Appreciate the fatal dose for being patient, brother. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for breaking that down, Cool Kamasi.
Fatal, it's on you, fam. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up, bro? What up, fam? What up, everyone?
You got it, man.
Yeah, so this is really interesting, right? And I wanted to bring up a couple of points. So bear with me for a second before y'all jump in, because I know how y'all niggas are. So the first thing I want to address is jurisprudence, right? There seems to be a lack of jurisprudence within Black America.
Cut out, Fatal. Fatal, you there?
To know and understand.
Oh man,
that nigga Fatal got that Fatal wireless.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you cutting in and out, man.
Yeah, hold up. Let me switch off my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, man. Hey, I think you got the wrong motherfucking can on that string, man. You might need to switch that out.
All right, my Wi-Fi acts up from time to time. So let me switch off. I should be good now. But yeah, so jurisprudence. You're the only one who's responsible for understanding the law. It's not your lawyer. It's not your lawyer's job to teach you the law. It's your job. It's no one's job. And there's a lack of understanding of jurisprudence in America, which is why we have Negroes going buck wild, acting crazy with emotions rather than looking at the legal facts. And not just in this case. If you go back, all the way back to Trayvon Martin, when they charged Zimmerman with murder, I said he was going to walk. You know why? Because Negroes don't have jurisprudence and they don't understand that murder has specific laws and meanings that's been placed around them. And just because someone dies doesn't mean it's murder. So first-degree murder, for you Negroes that don't know, right?
Yeah, you're wrong, my brother. You're very wrong.
Hold up. Yeah, because I mean, like the racism that you guys say you oppose, look, the Negro, look, Negroes didn't charge George Zimmerman with anything. Niggas.
They demanded it. They demanded it.
But that
he
ain't
was
what you
getting charged with manslaughter, and the lawyer for the mother.
Hey, let him. Yeah, hey, don't interrupt him, man. Wait, let him do his shit, and then have your rebuttals after the fact. Chill. Wait, go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway, the mother for the lawyer for the mother demanded the first-degree murder after he was charged with manslaughter, which he probably could have gotten convicted of. So number one, so the emotions of the Negroes got the best of them there, right? You got first-degree murder. It has to be pre-planned. I had to have known you. I had to have problems with you and sat somewhere and planned your murder. Second-degree murder is almost the same, right? Because you had to have. Now I didn't have to know you, but I had to I see him and I'm gonna kill him, right? And then you have voluntary and involuntary manslaughter, which this case fall more under involuntary manslaughter. At the end of the case, the judge is going to turn to the jury and say, you have to decide based on the law. And the law says that first-degree murder and second-degree murder says that you could only convict this person if they did this, if he knew him and planned to kill him. This man's going to walk based on the law. The problem is, had Negroes been smart, they would have been demanding that he got charged with the proper charge of involuntary manslaughter, because there are laws that govern these things. And when the judge turns to the jury and says, this is the law, did he break the law? The jury's answer is going to have to be based on the question I was asked by the judge, and I have to answer. The answer is no. And that's how all these cops get away with this, because of the emotions of Negroes demanding first-degree murder and not understanding law has no jurisprudence, letting these guys get away. Number two, I wanted to hit at is the Daily Beast video that was released with everything that was happening before the knee even got put on the neck. I don't agree that nobody should have their knee on your neck for damn near 9 minutes, but that motherfucker did not help himself avoid that situation. And we got to talk about that amongst black men trying to hold court on the street with cops, which is what he did. We constantly, as black people, think we should be holding court in the middle of the street with the cops. That's not the cop's job. His cop is to arrest you. You should be once you got that handcuff on your hand and they're telling you you're being placed under arrest, don't try to hold court on the street because you'll end up like George Floyd. And we need to stop this emotional aspect of this where we're not looking at like the facts of the trial. The white man don't care about your emotions. He's going to open up the law book and say, what does the law say? So, and then when things don't go your way, y'all start burning down your own cities and tearing shit up when nothing's going to change as long as you Negroes don't understand law and how to go around this shit.
I only disagree with one thing you said, brother. And that was that you said this.
What is he talking about? Like everything he just said doesn't make any sense.
Hold on.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
No, I understand.
That was
I get what you're like. What you talking?
That shit was like
one at a time. Hold on, stop.
Yo, one at a time. Let Buddy explain what he had to disagree with.
No, get everybody in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead and finish up, man. Whoever the fuck that was.
Everything he was saying, I agree with. The only thing I disagree with is that they do care about your feelings because they know to use your feelings and emotions against us.
Exactly.
They know niggas gonna get all riled up and everything, and they know that niggas gonna want to go for the highest charge that they can get, so we can put them on death row. We want to see them. No, you have to look, just like you say, we have to look at the facts of the case and look at exactly what we could charge him, just like they did with Zimmerman when they overcharged him. You can't get the emotions all into it. They care about emotions. Like I say, they studied us. They know what the hell we're gonna do.
Nah, bro, don't get me wrong. When I say emotion, I'm talking about once they they use our emotions to cause us to riot over the summer, right, and do all this fuck shit to strong black business. What I'm talking about is once they do that, then they meaning the media, whoever else will use those same emotions to get us to ask for the wrong charges.
Exactly.
But in reality, they don't care about emotions. Yeah, I don't think we disagree there. I don't think we disagree
there.
I'm
telling you, because they know, they study, they say, okay, we know these motherfuckers are so emotional, they're gonna go for the highest charge that we could get this person, right? Knowing that we have to go in there with these standards that we have to show to even convict this person on this law. So they say, yeah, let them get over emotional. Yes, let them go ahead and charge them the highest degree of charge. So when we go in here, they're going to lose because we can't prove that. That's all I'm saying.
Quick. Hey, shout out to him, man. Hard work for sending me that email, man, with this link. Listen, bro, this link right here that I have highlighted gives you all the details and everything you need. You notice, let me read this to you so you guys can see it. Okay, there we go. Injuries. Hold on, let me find it. Injuries. See, and this is another major thing that was a media narrative, and I kept saying it and seeing it, bro, but nobody wanted to point it out. The reports explains in detail injuries to Floyd's body. Blunt force injuries included cutaneous blunt force injuries to the forehead, face, and upper lip. Those injuries affecting the skin. Mucosal injuries of the lips, that generally skin inside the lips. Cutaneous blunt force injuries of the shoulders, hands, elbows, and legs. And pattern contusions of the wrist consistent with restraints. What part of the body did they not mention, people? What part of the Platinum? Can you help me out, Platinum?
The neck.
Name. Oh, no. Platinum only. Platinum. What body part did you not hear, brother?
What is neck?
Neck. You not hear neck because the knee was not in his fucking neck. It was on his upper shoulder. It's a fucking media narrative I keep trying to tell y'all, bro.
Oh, so the knee was not on his neck?
Listen, the knee was on his shoulder, and fucking then the knee might have been touching his neck, but the knee wasn't directly on his fucking neck, and it wasn't no injury. Hold on, there was no injury. Wait. I want to say this. Hold on. Let me rephrase this. There was no injury to his neck, according to the autopsy. How about that?
Okay, well, he didn't die because of his neck.
Wait. Hold on. No. Platinum. Wait. Platinum.
Okay.
If he died from the neck, wouldn't it be an injury to his neck?
No, not if his wind was cut off. That doesn't necessarily mean.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. So wait. And how do you cut off wind? Stop. Don't nobody talk with me in Platinum. How do you hold on? Stop. Wait, Platinum. Stop. Wait. I gotta ask you a question. Platinum. How do you cut off wind to the neck?
Can I can respond now?
Yeah, I'm asking you directly. We had a conversation.
Yeah, if I cut the windpipe off, that doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be an injury to the neck. I mean, it depends on how. What are they when they do the autopsy? I mean, are they looking for a muscle injury on the neck? I mean, they're just going by what they see, you know. So that doesn't necessarily.
Where do you breathe from, bro?
Well, through your nose, it goes down through your neck.
All right.
Actually, you know what controls your breathing?
Your lungs, yeah.
Your lungs. You made a mistake. That's incorrect.
It's your gills, man.
No, your lungs.
No, it's your heart.
No, what?
Ultimately, it's the brain.
No, it's the heart. It's the heart.
No, it's your pancreas, man. It's your pancreas.
Wait, stop. Wait. Are you guys?
Let me be quiet. Let me mute. I'm gonna mute back up, man.
No, I'm not trolling. I get what you're saying.
No, Jessica, I got you. No, it's Jessica, and Jessica might be right. Okay, I'm not saying.
No, your brain controls everything. Your brain controls all your involuntary functions. I know that. But your heart is totally separate from your.
No. This is it. Oh no. Go and look it up because I'm not a doctor. Because I didn't know this. Your lung is controlled by your heart. When you have heart problems, it fucks with your lungs. Your lungs can be fine. Your heart can be fucked up. No. You can't breathe.
Platinum. Wait, Platinum.
Is Kukumasi still on the panel? Could you read that those symptoms of overdose again?
But again, either way, Platinum. Either way, listen, Platinum. I know you're talking about the cardiopulmonary system. It's a combination when you combine them. Okay, but yet they're still separate. Your pulmonary system is your breathing, and your heart is your blood pump. Hold on, wait, stop. Let me answer. Let me tell you and explain this to you. One can work independent of the other. Platinum. You can stop breathing, and your heart can still be beating up until the time. That's why CPR is what it is. Okay.
But your heart doesn't. You can't get CPR with your heart beating.
No. Well, you can. You can. You can have a weak heartbeat. You can have a weak. Hold on. Wait. I'm certified, nigga. Like, don't argue with me. I had to do this for 17 years now. So again, the whole purpose of you giving CPR is if you have non-existent or very weak heartbeat, Platinum. So again, you can get fucking CPR with your heart having a weak beat or out of rhythmic beat, all these different things. Okay, if your heartbeat is so faint as to where you can't sense it, and the person isn't breathing and whatnot, they're unresponsive, your heart can still be quivering or trying to you're going through a heart attack or whatnot, what have you. You still gonna give CPR, Platinum.
When you have a heart attack, when your heart gets bad, guess what happens? You can't breathe. Don't mean you can't. Your lungs can be nice and healthy and fine. Well, actually, they're not going to be healthy because the heart haven't been properly clean, being used the way they're supposed to be used. So they're going to have problems. But what I'm saying is I myself know from family and, that I didn't know that they had a heart, but they kept having lung problems. They said, well, it's the heart. I said, you having breathing problems. That's your lungs. They said, no, it's the heart.
Platinum, that's a great point, Platinum. So Platinum, why don't you just hold your breath and your heart stop?
Try it.
But I mean, we can all do that.
Try it. No, you can't do that.
Yes, you can. You can hold your breath and your heart doesn't stop.
I bet you can't. No, I bet you can't hold your breath till you die.
No. I know that. You proved my point. That's what the question says. Why can you not hold your breath? How can you hold your breath like I'm gonna do right now?
I bet you can't do it for 10 minutes.
Well, some people can actually. You know, there are some people. You know, there's some people that have world records in holding their breath up
Can
for that
I
period of time, right?
Yeah,
can I go next?
I was just gonna ask the same question,
Because
Jessica. I was just gonna ask.
it's the perfect segue to what I'm going to say. Because you guys have set out your almost what I feel is like a defense of Derek Chauvin, however you pronounce it. I'm going to play prosecution here for a second.
Great, I
And you
love it.
made a very good point because you said that you can't hold your breath until you die. Why is that?
Because you when you pass out and you voluntarily start breathing again. Well, you
Right.
never stop
It's
breathing.
an
You never stop breathing. You voluntarily your breathing is an involuntary action. So as soon as you stop holding your breath, you'll pass out and you'll start breathing again.
there are certain mechanisms that our body has in place to ensure that we continue to breathe. And the main organ that is responsible for that is, as I stated earlier, the brain. Okay?
Yeah, no, if
And I want to lay out the facts because what we're trying to do is almost distract from the obvious facts that are in front of our face and look at things like George Floyd's
Exactly.
past, his drug habit,
Exactly.
all of this stuff. I'm going to stick to the
Doesn't
facts.
even matter.
So you guys are saying George Floyd was having an overdose, he was been taking fentanyl, this, that, the other. George Floyd may have
Hold on.
died.
Jessica, let me say this. We're not saying it. That's what the lady just said and confirmed.
The autopsy confirms it.
Yeah, okay.
The autopsy confirms that. And he had a history of fentanyl abuse. He may have died from fentanyl abuse a week later, a month later, a year later. But what is a fact is that George Floyd died when he did, the way he did, because of those officers. If he was meant to go from fentanyl, that would have happened. He went the way he did because of those officers. And but for their actions, he would still be alive or either die directly from fentanyl. He died when he did because of them. And there are 3 ways that they did this. The knee on his neck. We're going back to the brain now. You have 4 major arteries that are in your neck. 2 at the front, 2 at the back. And what these do is they supply blood and oxygen to your brain. The knee at the back of his neck cut off the 2 major arteries that you have at the back of his neck. So while he was lying there, his brain was receiving less and less oxygen, less and less blood. What happens when you start to suffer this? Symptoms similar to a stroke. You're confused, your body starts to shut down because, of course, your brain controls the functions of all of the organs. His body starts to shut down. On top of that, we have another knee that is directly on his back. Your lungs are surrounded by muscles that contract and retract, right? Contract and expand, I should say. That whole system of him breathing is, affected by the knee on the back. He has over 100 pounds of weight on his back. So his chest can't expand and retract as much as it's supposed to. So again, he has limited oxygen because of his chest. His oxygen that is going to the brain is already limited because of the knee on his neck, in conjunction with the knee on his back, and that's what made him pass out. He passed out because he wasn't getting enough oxygen to the brain.
And he lost consciousness.
And here's the third thing, right? He lost consciousness. And it's fair to say, medical experts are saying the moment that he lost consciousness, his heart actually stopped beating. It usually happens right at the same time as each other, okay? After he passed out, Derek Chauvin continued to kneel on his neck for a further 2 minutes. This is a guy who is obviously unconscious. He is obviously no threat. He is obviously lifeless. He kept his knee on that lifeless body for another 2 minutes. So when there could have been a chance of the medical team bringing George Floyd back to life, even the officers themselves bringing George Floyd back to life, they couldn't because he sat there for another 2 minutes with his knee on his neck. Those officers killed George Floyd that day.
Exactly.
This isn't a situation where we're putting George Floyd's history or George Floyd on trial. George Floyd is not on trial here. The officers are on trial, and we should keep the heat on them.
Hey,
All right,
Jessica.
great.
Can I
Hold
the
on,
main
wait,
point.
no. Wait,
This is the main point.
No,
This is the point.
hey. All right. So Jessica has a great thing for the prosecution. Actually, she did a better job than the actual state's prosecution has been trying to help the defense out. So this is what I would counter to you as a defense, Jessica. I would say this. Oh, shout out to hey man, I hope this. I'm not going Savage Red Recovery. I hope there's not a troll account or something putting your real name out there, man. If he was OD and he would stop breathing. That's a great point, brother. And my man Spiritual Elijah, aka Hulk, in the building. Black people love these fools until they end up affecting you personally. Then you'll wish someone took these dummies out. Stop being fake people. The truth is being a fool. Got rid of dude. Exactly. So, Jessica, this is what I would say to you, or the state. This is what I say to the jury concerning the state's evidence or their case. Okay. Again, when I look at this autopsy report, if there was any type of restriction or bruising or any of those things, the neck would be mentioned. It does mention the shoulders as to where the chest is compressed. But you know what aided in his inability to breathe at normal rates, even during the chest compression? His drug and fentanyl use. So the fact of the matter that he had more than, I think they said 2 times the normal amount of fentanyl, which has a direct effect on compromising your breathing, slowing down your breathing process. And he was complaining about these things before the officers even put him down on the ground at his request. Again, the only reason the officers have him on the ground is because they put him in the truck and he refused to stay in the truck, and he requested that he be put on the ground, where he still continued to resist, and the officers went to subdue him. You look at the autopsy report. The autopsy report does not mention in any way, shape, form, or fashion to any injury, which would definitely be there for 9 minutes. As the state has said, 100 plus pounds of pressure of a grown man on the back of your neck, especially to where an artery is or something like with that, you would mention that in an autopsy. It would show up. You would not be able to hide it. You would also have bruising there. So I would take the fucking jury back to the autopsy report to where there's no damage whatsoever reported in the neck area. Not to the back of the neck, not to the side of the neck, not to the front of the neck. Okay? The reason why Mr. Floyd died is because he had a combination of a very, very high dose of fentanyl, which the autopsy report definitely said, and coroners they made a comment of would kill a normal person. Okay, and furthermore, he also had amphetamines, and to which the point of where your heart is beating fast and you're breathing slow. Amphetamines
You actually believe that, fantastic.
Hold on, bro. Hey, bro.
I'm just asking. You really believe
bro,
that?
This is my shit. I said, shut the hell up while I'm talking, bro. Chill. Like I said, as the amphetamines cause your system to speed up, especially your heart. So if your heart is beating faster and your lungs are being compromised, you have uppers and downers in your system at the same time, to which also goes to excited delirium, all these other things. Plus, he's going through an overdose. A police officer is not a fucking medical doctor. It's not his motherfucking job to be able to fucking figure out if and when the person trying to be apprehended is going through some type of medical ordeal. If the person had not resisted in the first place, he wouldn't be in the position for the officer to have to try and make that decision. Mr. Floyd had the choice to just get in the vehicle, as he already did. He fought his way out and requested, I repeat to the jury, pay attention, he requested to be put down on the ground. And since he is a fairly large man, and it was already a struggle for these several individuals to try and subdue him, what they did was apply a state authorized and taught procedure to subdue him. That's what I would be. My count would be to the prosecution.
And I totally get that. And we're just going to use the autopsy again. So what we saw on the autopsy was that he had damage to his face. I believe it was his shoulders, his wrists. And all of these things come from a direct strike with pressure. So that's what we'd see on his face, for example. What we saw on his neck was not a direct strike. It was a consistent pressure that was down on his neck. Very different. And so we're not necessarily going to see the bruising associated with a hard strike like we did on his face, or the bruising on his wrist that come from cuffs that have a very small, thin surface area, so there's more pressure, okay? That's normal. We expect to find that. We're not going to see bruising on his neck necessarily on the autopsy. But did you know that in order to cut off those arteries that we have in our neck, do you know how much pressure needs to be applied for those arteries to close? 14 pounds of direct pressure. Just 14 pounds of direct pressure on those arteries will stop the blood flow to your brain. And we can say that George Floyd was a big man. He was 6 foot something, okay? Like yourself. He's a big guy, but that doesn't account for why, even though he's passed out unconscious, you are still using those same tactics to restrain him. He doesn't need to be restrained if the man is unconscious.
Are you aware that police handcuff victims that have been shot by the police?
Mm-hmm. I'm not
Do you think-
complaining
do you
about
think-
handcuffs. I'm complaining about the knee on
Well,
his neck and back.
no. You're talking about procedures. So you're talking about
Mhm.
procedures, unnecessary procedures. So do you think it is an unnecessary procedure that a person has been shot by the police is still handcuffed after he's been shot?
A gun represents a direct threat. It only takes a small amount of energy for a perpetrator to pick up a gun and squeeze a trigger. What you're asking for
gun
is George
or not.
Floyd,
No,
an unconscious man,
No,
to
answer the
rise
question.
up out of consciousness and
No.
knock out 3 officers with no
No,
weapon.
you're not listening. You're not listening to my question. I'm gonna ask it again. Listen, hear what I'm asking. Do you believe this is a procedural? Because you went from the procedural aspect, right? We're arguing procedure now. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you again. Gun, no gun, anything, not what. Once a person has been shot by the police, okay, they've actually been physically shot. They are handcuffed. Do you feel like that's unnecessary procedure?
No.
Okay, so if you feel like a person that's actually been shot by the police officers with a, deadly force, you agree that a gunshot is deadly force, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if a person has been, accosted with deadly force by the police officers, and you think it's okay for them to be handcuffed after the fact, what is wrong with a person that has not been used with deadly force? They're conscious. They're all these things, and you're waiting for a way to get them to where they need to be. I mean, how can you see the contradiction there?
No, I totally get what you're saying, but what I'm talking about is context. The reason that a person is shot dead or deadly force is used on a suspect is because they themselves are a deadly threat, i.e. they have some sort of weapon on them, and that's why they need to be shot. And so it makes sense to handcuff them and make sure they don't have access to that weapon that you've shot them to stop them getting access to. I'm totally fine with handcuffs in that situation. What I'm not fine with is somebody who was not a deadly threat, who did not have any weapons on them, having a knee on their neck despite them obviously being
Hold up.
passed out.
Wait. Yes, he did. He was the weapon. He himself was the weapon. You stated it. You stated it yourself. It took two grown men could not restrain him or get him to stay in the vehicle. So he himself, you don't always need an actual weapon for it to be something that's considered a weapon. This is why it calls for 4 officers to be on this man. Like you said, he's a sizable man. He's a very large guy. And 2 grown men, trained police officers, could not subdue this man and could not get him to stay in the car. So once you do that, he is a deadly force to the officers and a threat to the officers because they cannot handle them with their own physical strength and abilities.
And if his body is the weapon, his body is only a weapon for as long as it is conscious and can still be used. He was unconscious. His body is no longer a weapon.
How did the police officer know he was unconscious?
It was clearly visible.
No.
And they are trained. They are trained, right, to be able to tell if a person is conscious versus unconscious. They are trained to be able to tell when a person is a deadly threat versus a non-lethal threat, and to actually apply the necessary amount of force depending on that. If his body is a weapon, that weapon.
Hold on, dude, Vince. We're gonna move it to you next. All right, and just one more thing, and then we'll move it along. This is another, like you said, if it only takes 14 pounds of pressure, Jessica, you don't think that over 100+ pounds of a grown man being on a section for 8 minutes would leave bruises and clear identification that it was pressure put there?
Not necessarily, no. Not necessarily. Listen,
Wait. Listen,
hang on. I could sleep. Let's just say I could sleep with a pressure on me, right? Let's talk about the front section of our body. The back section, if we're just gonna split our body in half, how much pressure do you think is on your front if you sleep on your front every night?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's not whatever your body weight is because it's evenly dispersed. It's evenly dispersed, so
right.
I don't
we'll
know.
say 50% at most. Right? 50% at very most.
Okay.
So that means that every night, if I sleep and lay on my front, I have 60 pounds of pressure on the front of my body.
Okay.
It only takes 14 to cut off the blood supply to the two arteries at the back of the neck that supply the brain. Only 14 pounds of pressure. If I can sleep and there are 60 pounds of pressure on the front of my body and there is no obvious bruising, if they did an autopsy on me, there'd be no bruising there.
But no,
right?
Hold on, Jessica.
And that's 60 pounds of pressure. You only need 14 on the neck.
No, that's a nice try, Jessica. We'll get back to that though. But that was a good one.
We're missing the fact that this dude had more fentanyl to kill an elephant. Like, come on, man.
We go. Oh shit, it's on here. What's up?
You're losing this case, fantastic.
Oh, I'm definitely not. But hold on, we'll get back to it.
It's on me next.
But like I said, man, this is just X. This is why she's built for this. She's certified. So all you motherfuckers, oh, it's just the avatar. Listen, bro, y'all can't fuck with her. That's all I know. Like I said, shout out to the team. But shout out to Spiritual Logic AKA again, man. Corrupt cops are only enemies of decent people, not fools. And criminals, the criminals deserve the corruption they work with, and you reap what you sow. It's life, people. Appreciate you, brother. Words of wisdom. Go ahead. Do business.
On me.
You try to get in here, man. Go ahead.
All right. So was he handcuffed when he was in the back seat?
Yes, he was.
Okay, so even if he requested to get out of the car, that's not normal. And my thing is,
they never got him in. That motherfucker.
No, bro, don't cut him off. Let him
go ahead.
Wait a minute now.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Man.
wait a minute now. Was he in the back? Y'all just said he was handcuffed in the back seat. Then Bro Truth just said they never got him in. So which one is it?
He was in the car. Yes, he was, bro. He was in the car.
Okay,
his whole body was in the car. Let me explain it to you. Did you see the tape, man?
Yeah, I saw the tape, but what I'm saying.
All right, so if you asking, so why are you asking the question? You know the answer.
Well, I don't remember everything, but what I'm saying is,
that let me help you out. Then let me tell you what happened. Let me refresh your memory.
Why would they take him out the car?
Hold on, let me refresh your memory. They handcuffed him. They put him in one side of the car. He literally pushed himself out. He kept pushing himself. So they opened the other door and he ended up on the other side because he kept using his feet to push his body through. And he pushed his way through the other side of the fucking car. And that's how he ended up on the ground. Continue. Go ahead.
Okay, so with all of that, you telling me that they couldn't have put him back in the back seat? Why did they have to put him on the ground?
He was, bro. I just told you, bro. It's like y'all be fucking trolling me, bro. I'm answering the question. The nigga kicked his way out of the fucking car, bro. They tried to put him in. They closed the door. Stop. They fucking closed the door to fucking put him in, bro. And he just kept kicking and he wouldn't. What's the name? They was wrestling with this big ass dude, bro. Again, not saying he deserved to die, but he refused to fucking get in the car. The old man, they kept telling, hey man, you can't win, bro. Just stop. What's the name? Just get in the fucking car and go. Again, why? Where's that part of it, man? Where's the part of where George Floyd just fucking gets in the car, goes to jail, gets booked or whatnot, what have you, bro? They're not keeping nobody in fucking jail. It was letting everybody out for COVID. Yeah, across the country. This nigga want to go motherfucking go, at least for that time being, go to motherfucking prison that same day.
But what I'm saying is the bottom line is he was alive before they showed up. He was alive before they showed up. So they are at fault. There's no other way.
And he only died when he did because of them.
Yeah, he was still alive.
That's a fact.
Before this cops came, he was still alive, no matter how many drugs or whatever y'all see was in the system.
Listen to what you're saying. Breathing. No, okay, so what?
It doesn't make sense.
Bro, do you know how many people die? Bro, do you know how many people die in police custody, man?
We're talking about George Floyd.
Fault of the police.
And
bro, it
what
was
we don't
wait, hold on.
have...
Let me tell you.
Man, they straight up killed that nigga.
Hold on,
they just straight up killed.
Stop. Bro, there was a dude that the fucking police officers that did a fucking search on this dude or whatnot, what have you. He did a search on him, right? Somehow this dude produces a motherfucking firearm, man. And the motherfucker shot himself. Don't know where the fucking got it from, know where it fucking came from. And the thing about it was like, no. They actually showed the shit, man. It was actually like on the police fucking like recorder. Cops didn't pull over, pull the nigga in a thing and whatnot, what have you. They also showed this shit the other day to where they had the cops had a shootout with this dude, bro. I think it was in LA or something. They end up sicking a dog on this dude. Somehow the dude was locked up. Niggas can be contortionists, man. Y'all act like this stuff is impossible, which it's not impossible, it's just improbable. So every now and again, some rare shit happen. Bro, this is a rare occurrence of a fucking junkie dying over a fucking overdose during the motherfucking police thing because he refused to just comply. And this dude did what the fuck he's supposed to do, bro. They had him in the car. They had tussled and rustled his big ass into the car. But what did he want to do? Did he just fucking shut the door and stay in there and do this? No. Nigga want to wrestle. And he asked him, hey, man, put me on the ground, man. Put me on the ground. Put me on the ground. Put me on the ground, man. So again.
But that still doesn't make sense, though. You see what I'm saying? Think about what you're saying.
He was clearly suffering from a panic attack.
Just because the suspect requests something doesn't mean the cop has to do it.
Wait. Hold on. Jessica, you're making a great point. Jessica, the point you just made. Hold on, Jessica. The point you made doesn't help your case. It helps the state case. Because the panic attack goes to erratic delirium. You understand that?
And panic attacks are one
Oh, you cut out.
thing that I don't know about in America. Officers are trained to be able to notice when somebody is having a panic attack. And you mentioned yourself that George Floyd had said earlier on in the incident that he can't breathe. That is a typical trait of having a panic attack.
Hold on.
Is the feeling that your breathing is limited.
But see, Jessica,
He wanted space, and that's why he wanted to get out of the car.
Jessica, wait.
How we missing the blind fact that this nigga had all kind of drugs in his system?
Hold on. Jessica, this is an important thing. Jessica, you know what criminals do, Jessica? What do criminals do?
Lie.
Jessica? They lie. Jessica, you know how many women have said, I'm pregnant. Don't cuff me. Don't rough me up.
Hold on.
Criminals lie. Fantastic.
All right.
People.
So if he's lying, so if he lies, hold on, Platinum, I'm gonna let you in there. So if criminals lie, George Floyd is clearly a criminal at the present time and previously in his fucking what's the name? All right.
He was a criminal.
He was a criminal in death. But like I'm saying, listen, hold on, Platinum, I'm gonna let you go. So this is what we're saying. Listen, criminals lie. So am I supposed to believe you and just believe, oh, I can't breathe, I can't this. You know how many times people say they can't something, they in pain or whatnot, what have you, when you're a police officer? Do you know what happened to a police officer? He just believed, oh, okay, well, I'm not gonna touch you. I'm gonna let you be all right. I'm gonna let you be okay because you're saying you're in pain. You're saying that you're having difficulties breathing. You're having this. No, man, it's not your job as a cop. You can say anything, and people will say anything to not get locked up.
And I noticed that people will say anything just to not get locked up. Like Derek Chauvin, right now at the thought of getting locked up, will say anything to save himself. Criminals lie, yes. Men lie, women lie, children lie, people lie. And if we're going to characterize George Floyd as a liar because humans lie, criminals lie, people lie, then everybody has the ability to lie, correct?
Everything's on tape.
Yeah, but hold on. What lie did Derek Chauvin tell? Just curiously. Just out of curiosity.
Well, we haven't seen this.
You're insinuating that George Floyd was lying when he said he was having a panic attack, or he was saying that he can't breathe.
No, hold on. That's not what I'm saying. And Pablo, you got some echo. I'm gonna get to you, Pablo. Pablo, you next. So no, this is not what I'm saying, Jessica. I'm not saying that he was lying. Listen to me. I believe in what he was saying. That's the onset of an overdose. I believe that that's actually what he was saying. But I'm telling you, as a police officer, put yourself in a police officer's mind. If a police officer reacted to every claim that a person made, there would be no arrest. Everyone will be able to say, hey, I can't breathe. Hey, my chest hurts. Hey, I'm this. Hey, I'm that. He said, I'm claustrophobic. He said, I can't breathe. The dude said 1,000,001 fucking things in the whole altercation. Okay. So if you were, not saying that George Floyd lied. I'm saying put yourself in the position of the police officer, which Derek Chauvin wasn't even one of the actual arresting officers. He just showed up on the scene. Okay. Put yourself in the fucking shoes of the officer and ask yourself the question, am I supposed to believe the claims of criminals?
Well, first of all,
put yourself.
No, I just want to make, because you keep saying criminal, and just my opinion, I just want to offer the criminal designation you guys keep saying, because you got to explain that one to me. He was under arrest, or well, I don't even know if he was under arrest. He was in police custody. He was not a criminal. You're not a criminal.
What was he charged? Lifelong criminal, man. He held a fucking gun to a pregnant woman's belly.
Wait a minute.
Yo, if anything, this was revenge. This was revenge from the nigga that was in that fucking bitch stomach, bro.
Okay, I'm glad you confessed that. Hold up, I'm glad you said that you're prejudiced. Which I've picked up a long time ago. You had your mind made up. I've been saying that.
Hey man,
you're not an objective person.
To tell you, I hate niggas, man. I'm like the Ku Klux
Thank
Klan,
you.
man. Fuck niggas,
Thank
man.
you.
Hey man,
That's fucked up,
when I say
too.
niggas, I mean niggas that ain't about motherfucking, real shit, about being real men. I'm talking about niggas that not using their fucking brains, that think with their emotion.
But bro,
you're talking about George Floyd. You're talking about Floyd.
But wait a minute,
you're talking about Floyd right now.
Okay, but bro, truth. I follow you.
I'm not dancing on the man's grave. I don't think he should have died.
You said, well, okay.
But I also don't think he should have been a lifelong criminal in the drug addict. And I'm not going to celebrate him like he's a fucking angel. Fuck that dude.
You expressed how you feel.
That's fucked up, bro.
I'm just simply saying
man,
this.
I don't give a fuck. It is. Hey, take it how you feel it, man. Take it how you feel it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga.
Once you do your time, once you go and do your time, you are whatever felon or whatever, but you're not a criminal. Once you go
Platinum. Do you know the man's record? What Platinum? Do you know his record? After he.
Okay.
So you don't know his record.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna ask you the question. Do you know his record?
No. You guys don't understand. If you're going, we have to be objective when we look at any case. We can't bring our prejudice and our opinion into the case. Now, when you're talking about a police officer, they do have issues with them when they get into extreme stuff because the way they have to interact with our society. You can't be prejudiced.
No, Platinum. Platinum. You're running away from my question, brother. You're running away from my question. I'm gonna ask you again.
Okay, then.
Do you know about his post-prison record?
No,
it doesn't matter.
Because it don't. I'm not familiar with
it.
Somebody said he did a porn tape. I haven't seen that.
We're talking about that situation. It doesn't matter. So you were hired a nigga like George Floyd to work for you.
We're talking about that situation, bro. We're talking about this situation.
We're talking about the case.
Drugs don't matter. History doesn't matter. Nothing fucking matters.
Yeah, but hold on, man. Listen be saying, bro. I swear, the next nigga that say it don't matter, bro. We've never once said it don't matter to none of y'all say. You say that shit again, bro. I'm kicking you off my shit.
It doesn't matter. Any
fucking thing I say for bro fucking matters is gonna be used as defense, just like you guys gonna be used as prosecution. So stop being dumb and saying fucking it don't matter, bro.
Bro, truth just said
hold on, Elite.
Hey man, hey, look here, jabroni. And I say it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, The Rock says it doesn't matter.
All right, hold on, man. Listen,
five times.
Platinum. This is what I'm saying, Platinum. Listen, bro. If his criminal activity directly relates to his demise, the dude was pulled over for drug possession and drug usage several times after the fact, Platinum. The whole thing that came up to his demise, bro, was due to him not only dealing with the counterfeit bills, which is criminal. One, that's criminal. Okay, I don't give a damn at what level, whether it be misdemeanor, whether it be motherfucking the hardest or highest felony you can get. Criminal is criminal, okay? 1. 2, the question comes up about his drug usage, illegal drug usage, which is also what, Platinum? Again, I don't give a damn about the degree or the level. It is criminal, okay?
When is it criminal?
Platinum, stop. Wait. Hold on, okay? To my knowledge, fucking Platinum, for the most part, nobody's out here motherfucking handing out fentanyl prescriptions, bro. Fentanyl is fucking direct fucking motherfucking correlation with illegal drug use 99.99999% of the time, Platinum. Okay, so he died in criminality. Okay, all right. At the amphetamines part 2, I don't really know about amphetamines. If there any actual legal medical amphetamines, but also another drug. When you say amphetamines, that's going to be something that more likely than not is dealing with criminality, Platinum. All right. So even in his demise, he was a criminal because he was dealing with illegal criminal substances. Okay, brother. So when I say he was a criminal, I am 1,000% accurate in what I said, and the toxicology report proves it.
Hey,
Am
what's
I wrong?
Oh, okay.
Wait,
So
hold on.
okay, so he was a
what was
criminal.
the name?
Okay, that's cool.
Bro, when I
That's
say
What
cool.
was
stop,
the name of the
stop.
dude? Go
Hold
ahead.
on. Wait. Platinum. Am I wrong in anything I just said?
You're right, but what I'm saying is, when is he considered a criminal? Because you're actually innocent until proven guilty, and he hadn't been proven guilty of any of those things. That he actually, even with the fentanyl he had in his system, we don't even know how he put it in the system. We don't know where he bought it. So
Platinum. And
at the
again,
point
Platinum, he
when
didn't have a
he was
prescription.
when we don't even know if he was arrested. When you
Platinum.
have to be read your rights.
Platinum.
When you're arrested, you're read your rights. We don't know if, because he just got,
well, yeah, let me get to Pablo. Pablo's an actual police officer on the thing. So let's go to Pablo, man. My bad, Pablo. Go ahead, bro.
So look, yeah, I've been through post certification. You may have heard that a lot in the trial. Post certification, police officer, police officer standard training. So look, the problem that Chauvin is going to have is this: he violated damn near every standard operational procedure in his department's policies. Every freaking one of them he violated. That's why today his sergeant, his lieutenant, and soon the chief of police all have thrown him under the bus on the witness stand. Because number one, this is in their standard operational procedure that when in custody, once you have the handcuffs on, you are under arrest. When you have the handcuffs on, you are officially under arrest. Rights or no rights, Red. You're under arrest. You're detained. You are in custody, right? So once that starts, their SOP says you do not place someone in a prone position. You place them on their side or in a seated position. How many times have you driven down the street and seen someone under arrest sitting on the curb? All the time. Second thing he did that he shouldn't have done was his body camera. That was up under the car. I don't know if it fell off or whatever.
Well, it obviously fell off, Pablo.
Okay.
Hello?
All right. So he's got a problem in that he was violating a whole bunch of his department's policies with regard to use of force. And when you're in a prone position and when you have handcuffs on, your pectoral muscles are stretched. And so once your pectoral muscles stretch and you're lying in a prone position, and Jessica is right about this in the mechanics of it, she missed a little bit, but your diaphragm cannot expand and contract. Put your hands behind your back and feel your pectoral muscles stretch. Now imagine laying on the ground and someone has their knee on your back or around your head and neck area, and they're holding your legs down. Well, now your diaphragm can't raise and lower when you breathe. And so when that happens, respiration stops. And so that's why he was saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. He was going toward the end. He was going in and out of consciousness.
Well, hold on. Wait.
But why was he standing
Hold
before
on.
he
Yeah,
was on
he
the
was
ground?
saying he couldn't breathe. Wait. He was saying he couldn't breathe while he was still in the police car, bro, before he even got on the
Panic
ground.
attack.
And I'm sure the
Panic
fentanyl
attack.
helped. The fentanyl really helped his lung expand. It really helped.
Hold on, Jason. Jason, hold on.
But see, here's the other thing. When they're going through training in the academy, we put on what they call these ghillie suits. You ever seen like when they stick their attack dogs, the canines on people, and they're wearing those big padded suits? We do that in the academy, and they actually video. And they pretend they're attacking an officer, and you throw them to the ground, hit them with the asbaton or spray him with mace or whatever it is you're doing to fight with him, and then he'll say, okay, I give up, or he'll just stop moving. And that's your signal that you have to stop. Whatever force you're applying to that person, you have to stop. And that's in the training. And they'll literally video.
Mm-hmm.
So what you might end up seeing is they might take his actual, if he ever tried to take that stand, they might actually pull out that training video and say, see, You stopped here when we were training you how to do this. You stopped. Why didn't you stop here?
And
so
again, bro.
That's why they're going over that. That's why you hear those prosecutors saying you had your knee on his neck. And what about when he stopped resisting? When he stopped moving, you continued. You didn't remove the force from the suspect. You continued to use force.
Yeah,
And
but
there's no
again,
need.
hold on, real quick, Pablo. Again, though, this is where that comes in, man. Again, training and real life is two different things. That's the easiest defense ever, bro. Stop it. I mean, come on, you know that.
Hey, I'm telling you why his supervisors and the other they're feeding them to
they're doing this because that's what they have to do for the sake of what's name. Look, man, these people are trying to protect their neck and protect the city from burning down. Do business. Can you not hear me, brother? If you hear me talking do business, can you please chill, brother? I would definitely let you get your time. If I'm talking, don't overtalk me. Please and thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate you. Now, this is what I'm saying. The top brass of these people are doing this because they have to. You got to put on a good show, okay? They need to make it look like they really want this man to do this and that and all these other things and whatnot, what have you, okay? All right? They need to. You got to play the role. You got to play the part. But I can promise you, bro, again, the easiest defense of that is going to be, hey, how many other, this was a known usage of the police department and so on and so forth, authorized and trained. How many times has this move or this maneuver been used and it has not resulted in death? Okay. When the person was not high on fentanyl and the person was not going through erratic delirium or whatever the fuck. Again, man, the drugs play a major part in this. Okay. His health plays a major part in this. You're just not gonna be able to get away from that, man. You're not.
I just want to say this right quick. But Fanta, I do agree with you. Behavior is very important. You see what I'm saying? Because I mean, you can't be doing all that crazy stuff. So I mean, we agree with that. You see what I'm saying? And the drugs, if he was on drugs, that's not a good thing.
It's not if. Wait.
Really
Stop saying if. Wait. Stop saying if.
Yeah, he was on drugs or whatever.
Proves it, brother. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's not a good thing. But at the same time, it's still not a good look. I mean, what I'm saying is that cops, they gotta start doing things better, man. They really do, especially, dealing with us. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know how we gonna react to this shit. You see what I'm saying? They gotta start taking some type of different measure to not kill people. It's just got to stop. But I know that it's hard.
Do business. Do you know the statistics of police, not just even black people, or people getting killed by the police, brother? Police interactions versus police deaths.
No, I'm just saying it's just not a good
look. No, it's important. Listen, so again, if do business. When do you care about less than 1%?
What do you mean? What do you
exactly
mean
what I said? When do you care about anything that's less than 1%? Tell me an instance in your life where you care about less than 1%.
What less than 1% of what? What are you talking about?
Anything. Tell me something in your life where you care, where it's less than 1% of something. Tell me when you care.
All right,
let me help you out. You don't. Let me help you out. You don't. You know why? Because anything less than 1% is not that fucking. It doesn't matter. It's not that serious of an issue. When you break down police interactions to actual fucking police killings, bro, it's less than 1%, man. All right, we got to stop acting like cops are just out here killing people. And for black people, it's even less. Even though black people account for more violent crimes than anybody else. Okay, that's fact. So the amount of violent crimes that black people account for, according to the amount of deaths that they get from the fucking police, bro, we got to stop with the bullshit, fam. All right.
I understand what you're saying, though. I got you.
You didn't even know the numbers.
Can I say something?
Nah, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just saying that it needs to stop. That's all I'm saying. It just needs to stop.
Bro, it's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop. Listen, bro, y'all want a perfect world. Listen, bro, you know how it's gonna stop? The only way it's gonna stop is if niggas stop breaking the law, all right? Or people in general,
that
not
needs
just
to
niggas.
Stop too.
People need to stop breaking the law. Is that realistic, do business? Is there ever gonna be a perfect world where there's no crime?
It can
be.
There's
not.
Well,
No, it can't be.
I mean,
no, we're done on that one. Hold up. Let's just move along because now you talking motherfucking fantasy land. Zone, what you got?
Okay.
Did you read the autopsy report or did you just saw what was on the news?
I'm looking at the autopsy report right here.
Okay, did you read that he had health conditions like heart problems and
Yeah,
also
we named.
clogged arteries?
Yeah, we named all of that. Yeah.
And also, did you read that he possibly had COVID?
Yeah, we talked about that too. We named all those things on.
So I think that, with the drugs, he probably had a heart attack that probably killed him.
Zone. 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 Don't do
And
it.
I mean, we're throwing
I
out
mean, the
all of
knees
these
didn't help. The
medical
knees didn't help either. But
speculations. This is like what it reminds me of is basically a company trying to get off of the hook for liability of something. Imagine, you've got these two people in court. One of them owns a bus company. One of their bus drivers has killed a woman. And you look into her autopsy and you say, but this woman had cancer. How do we know it wasn't the cancer that killed her and it wasn't the bus hitting her that killed her? And you say, well, she had these injuries, this injuries, we've got it all on tape. And you say, well, I know somebody who's had those injuries and they didn't die as a result of that. But what I do know is that, 1 million people die from cancer every year. So I can only conclude that it must be the cancer that killed her and not the bus hitting her that killed her. This is the territory that we're getting into.
no,
now.
but from a legal perspective, you have to. If they're trying to go for murder, they have to basically ensure that this was the cause of death, and they have to be 110% sure. And by the way the case is looking, they're not. They cannot look and see all these facts and point to them putting their fucking knee on the back as 100%.
We can. If we look at his autopsy, the direct cause of death is pulmonary cardiac arrest. Somebody's got a bad echo. And that is caused by asphyxiation. That is caused by his body getting a lack of oxygen.
Pull up the side effects from an overdose of fentanyl.
And it says we're going to the autopsy, and you guys want to use the autopsy to your benefit. But what the autopsy says definitively is that the direct cause of his death were the restrictive maneuvers, whatever you call it, that the police used to restrain him. Those are the cause of his death.
It was two. Wait. Just for the record, it was two different autopsies. It is two autopsies. Let me get to Jason, then we get to SKT, and then we'll move it around. Actually, let's start shutting it down. Go ahead, Jason.
Okay, first off, and I ain't taking Jessica's side, but we all know in America there's a lot of insurance scam, and the main part they can't prove.
We lost him.
He all this time and he dropped out. Well, we got SKC in the building. Go ahead. Hey, hold on. Shout out to Atticus now. This is the same thing I said, Atticus. I wanted to put that in there, man. I was gonna sneak that in there too, but Atticus, hey, great minds, brother. Listen, this is the white folks OJ, man. Telling you, this is the white folks OJ. All right, telling you, this is what it's gonna end up being, bro. I'm telling you, it's no way. All the evidence is gonna go up. I highly doubt it. Knowing the wide shit is gonna cause if this shit is turned over this way. But go ahead, SKC, it's on you.
Yeah, I just got a quick question because I'm working. But if someone can explain to me, how does fighting for George Floyd help Black people?
Nothing at all.
This isn't about helping Black people per se. This is not a racial matter, and I don't want people to look at it as a racial matter. What this is right versus wrong. This is justice versus injustice.
So now people are concerned with right versus wrong. That sounds like a moral argument, Jessica.
Yes, and we do live in a moral environment, which is exactly why the police exist.
Yeah,
because
but morality,
we do live in a moral environment.
But Jessica, morality has nothing to do with the law.
No, the law is built off of morality.
No, but
that's
morality,
what the law is built from.
No. Well, it's built from that. But again, like you said, this is why you have legal terms. This is why you have precedents. This is why you have filings and the certain ways and procedures you have to do it, right? No, morality is a part of it and maybe the foundation of it, but it's completely and totally separate. Just because it's not about what's right, it's what you can prove. That's the law, Jessica. It is what's written, what's down in black and white, was legal or illegal. Morality has nothing to do with legal or illegal.
And I'll say it again. What is black and white is the lettering on his autopsy, which says he died because of those pleas. That is black and white.
Okay, yeah, and it also says, hold on. And it also says he had an abnormally high amount of fentanyl in his system, along with amphetamines.
But that was not the direct cause of his death.
I think that's a disingenuous argument when people say, "Oh, it's just about justice or what's right and what's wrong." And the reason why I state that is because the other case that happened was, what was his name? Tony Temple or something like that?
Yeah, Tony Temple.
That shows you that it's not about right or wrong because people aren't equally talking about that as well.
I'm not familiar with the case of Tony.
So
Temper.
basically, it was a white dude. Exactly.
So it's not about.
The only reason that anybody knows about George
justice and
Floyd
all
is because the
that stuff at
media
all.
has fucking manipulated this story and pushed it to the front. Shit
Correct.
like this happens all the fucking time, but they only going to key in on shit that they can get political power from.
Correct.
That's
See,
exactly
it's
what
not
happened.
the other case coincidentally happening near the proximity of the George Floyd case and it not being covered and people not talking about it. That shows you that as a community, that people aren't worried about justice, right or wrong.
So hold on. And Jessica, no. It doesn't say anything about. It says what? It says non-life-threatening injuries identified. With all those things
If
that
you
they
look
said.
at the direct versus indirect findings, the direct cause of death is stated as pulmonary cardiac arrest that comes from asphyxiation, i.e., lack of oxygen in the system.
You have two competing
autopsies. That's what I'm trying to say. It's
autopsies.
two autopsies, Jessica. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And Jessica, this is why, and I think this is a little bit of the separation that we have, right? Because you guys are in the UK, right? And hey, I don't know who you are down in the back, and you definitely got some weird shit on your thing. So, whoever that is. Okay, you gonna have to show yourself, man. To me only. You got to turn your camera on.
Barf bag?
Yeah, barf bag. Whoever the hell you are, you gotta turn your camera on, fam. Nah. A brick wall is not gonna help you, man. Oh nah. Oh, come on. I remember this guy. Nah, little fella, get him out of here.
But yeah, Jessica, that's what I was saying is.
Let me say real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Jessica, there's a lot of racial tension in this thing. Like I said, the Tony Temple story happened years ago. No one even knew about it. There was no protest. There was no marches in the street. There was no police reform requests or demands or none of this shit. Again, like I said, I'm looking at this thing, and he had sickle cell anemia. I didn't even know that. I just learned that by looking at the autopsy. And again, I'll put the link in here for you guys if you want to read it yourself. But again, it is a huge racial undertone and propaganda behind this case, Jessica.
I understand that. I understand that, and that's why I'm saying we shouldn't let these outside things influence the case, because we can all say that George Floyd has done bad things in his past, okay? The whole pregnant lady in the gun, even that day he was committing a criminal activity. And I don't want to get into the racial stereotypes, because then everybody does become divided. You have the people who are saying, the white racists who are saying, well, he's black, he was committing a crime like they all do, he deserved to die, he deserved to do this.
Yeah, and that's why I prefaced my shit with the man did not deserve to die, okay? And so especially this was a non-violent crime, non-violent offense. He wasn't in the case of fucking hurting nobody or nothing like that. So this is what I'm saying. He did not deserve to die. That's why I said that you go back 3 hours to the beginning of this shit after my theme music. Shout out to the theme song. I mean, make sure you guys listen. All right. I said it, and I said this, and a lot of us said this, and this is the argument you don't get, Jessica. If you say anything other than Derek Chauvin's guilty, you a coon, you hate black people, you hate your mama, all these other things, whatnot, what have you. So this is what the importance of actually having this. And shout out to Jessica X, man. Again, she does this for real. She's not just a pretty avatar, and a nice voice. As you see, she lays out her point and does a very good point in debating things and bringing up facts and opinions. So this is what I'm saying. This is why I like that. This is how iron sharpens iron. And if you were ever going to be on either side of the thing, what you do is you take the other person's argument and you build counters to those arguments to make yours superior. So this is why, but a lot of black people don't know how to do that, because most black people don't understand logic. Most black people don't like intelligence and don't want to debate or have the conversation. So all they get is, coon. Oh, you
Mr. Fantastic, it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'm like, bro, what? But my bad.
Know your role
Yeah,
and shut your mouth.
But here's the thing. When we do that, right? So when we are turning this and we are playing into the media sensationalizing everything because of the racial undertones of it, what we're doing is it separates everybody into two camps and everybody's just attacking each other. And what happens is the actual person who has committed the violations, i.e. Derek Chauvin and the other officers, they slip out of the whole situation with no accountability. This goes back to a bigger picture, and it's not racial. It comes back down to the police abusing their authority and abusing their power. And that's what we actually need to address in this situation. Because when we don't speak on things...
Well, I was just saying, here's a problem with that, Jessica, is because of all the racial stuff that has been pushed behind all of this, when different cases come up, like the Tony Temple case, and you don't say anything about it, and you allow for it just to flash in the media really quickly and then move on, it shows that you're biased in your entire thinking. You only want certain justice for certain people.
And but
so
that would work both ways.
people jumping up and beating on their chest and talking about all of this for so long shows that they're biased, period.
I agree with you, but I'm saying racism is a philosophy, though. And I learned that it's not necessarily just a skin color. Because when you have black, just like, okay, Eminem, people would say Eminem's a wigger, right? I don't know how he would feel about that. They would say Eminem's a wigger. Well,
I didn't know he was a Chinese Muslim.
Why wouldn't the same assessment be put on a black man who wants to be a quote unquote a redneck, who just that's the way he grew up, that's the way he thinks. It's not necessarily this is how he sees the world. So when I'm talking about to me, a guy like Bruh Truth, he came out publicly and said he hates niggas. Now hold up, he separates the community. He didn't say he hates black people. He said I hate niggas. Now I know guys.
Wait. No hard R. Come on, Platinum. Stop.
Oh, okay.
Niggas, not niggers.
My point is this. My point is this. Listen, hold up, bro. Before you bring up fentanyl 50 more times, hold up. My point is this. You're not objective. Now, all I said about the case was the knee on the neck caused the injury, the death. We'll find out with the jury. I don't care about the politics of it outside, the media, the GoFundMe for the cops. I'm not, I just said the knee on the neck caused the death, not the drugs in the system.
Well, Platinum, let me say this to you real quick, Platinum. And this is something that it's just weird to me. On the hood side of the game, as it were, people will say if something bad happens, they'll say, "Oh, consequences happen. Charge it up to the game." The streets,
real nigga shit.
So
hey, you know how? Hey, that's what happened. That's what happened when you in the street. That's what happened. It's all right. It's authorized. Exactly.
But then when it comes to the police and authority and structure and principles and systems, you all expect for that stuff to occur perfectly every single time. And it doesn't make any sense.
Wait, you said you. Are you saying Americans?
No, I'm saying people that hold to on one end, the streets game and the rules of that, and then play on the other side of, oh no, the police supposed to read my Miranda rights. They supposed to do this. It's like, come on, you're being disingenuous in how you're living your life.
Let's keep it all the way on. Who got more bodies? Who got more bodies? The police or niggas? Niggas are up by far. The niggas, I think the niggas are like literally the Klan's fucking wet dream. Niggas are perfect. They like the perfect killing machine of the niggas. Like real talk. Like for real, they are doing some straight up football numbers, man.
And at the end of the day, it's like, just be real with it, man. Wait. They're bringing up the whole rules of what the police and what the law is supposed to do is because they're trying to figure out a whole nother way to get over. Just be real with it.
Wait a minute. I don't disagree with you, Supreme King Coon. I don't disagree with you on that. But once again, my whole approach to the George Floyd thing, I haven't even covered that on like a channel. I saw Fantastic. He had the topic up. My opinion is the knee caused the injury, not the fentanyl.
Hey,
The other thing
hey,
that
Platinum,
hold
let
on,
me ask you
the
this
other
question.
dynamics you guys bring into it, this political thing, or you hate niggas and niggas in the street
No,
breaking.
Platinum.
I'm not
That's
up
the
here to defend or
funny
even
thing about
engage
it.
in that.
But that's the funny thing about it, Platinum, is you'll have dudes on one end that will say, I hate a Platinum Elite. He a game dude and all this other stuff. But then y'all arguing on the same side of Save Floyd.
Hey man, I hate any nigga out here murking and killing niggas and shooting through bedrooms, killing kids. I hate them niggas. You right. I wholeheartedly hate them niggas. I wish every single one of them niggas out here blasting kids away while they sleep, blasting kids away while they fucking playing outside and shit, unaware of a bullet coming straight to their fucking cranium. Fuck any nigga out here doing that, bro. Fuck any nigga kidnapping kids because they're trying to get back at their fucking daddy.
Can I help you with your? Can I help you with your statement?
Niggas.
Hold on, can I help you with
you
that?
have no apology.
Can I correct your statement? I'm against any criminal. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I like people
you know
who
what
are
the fuck
law.
I'm saying, man. You
no, I
spitting
don't. I'm
frog
listening.
man.
I don't think you know what you're saying.
Bro.
I don't think you know what you're saying.
Can I ask SKC this?
Would you agree to this, though, Platinum and Jessica, that you have individuals that they are using this case to push ahead their own agendas, whether it is politically their political ideology, whether it is how they feel about race? It has little to do with actual justice.
Without a doubt, I can agree with you.
Hey, Jessica, can I ask you a quick question along with Platinum?
I just want to ask SKC one thing quickly while we're just on that topic. Sorry, but do you not think that when we're turning this into, okay, you're going bigger picture, right? You're saying that the people who are moaning about George Floyd are the same people that will uphold, street culture and street rules. But do you not think that the stance that you're taking, i.e., looking at the bigger picture and not looking at the direct actions of what have happened here, also reinforce street culture? Because that's what's happening when we're talking about George Floyd's criminal past and what he did before. That is street culture, because then we're going to the same mentality that says, well, Lil Pookie robbed Lil Tay-Tay last week, so he deserves to get shot, or he deserves payback, or he deserves whatever comes to him. When we're saying that George Floyd is a criminal, we shouldn't care about him, we're reinforcing that same.
That's the
same
attack
they're exalting this nigga as he was this motherfucking outstanding black man. They equating George Floyd to black men as a whole. That's why that's what I'm adamantly against. Anytime there's an association of a fucking known drug addict criminal motherfucker to black men that I out here motherfucking educated, out here, grinding every motherfucking day to elevate the standing of black men in the world. Anytime they try to throw some dirt on that, bro, I'm going to defend it. So that's why I think.
Do you know what that does at the same time?
To answer your question, Jessica.
I have
your question.
No, go ahead, bro.
If that's the case, if you don't want individuals to say, hey, don't look at the criminal past, do not look at the history of the individual, well, then those same people should not be saying, oh, well, this person was a racist. They was hanging with this. Racism person. They was hanging with the KKK back when they was 15 years old.
I get you. Hasn't been my stance today.
It's the same thing. And most of the time when you have these things occurring, you have a lot of black people that because of racism, even when they push their political ideals. We saw this in the last race or whatever. Everything was about, oh man, he was with this. He said this, which is racially this. It had nothing to do with what the person actually believed, what they really did.
Hold on, SKC, hold on, SKC. Shout out to one of Jessica's UK cousins in the building. And it just now brings up a great point. If that was the case, Jessica, then you wouldn't be able to have character witnesses. If a person's character doesn't matter and their past doesn't matter, then anybody would just be able to come up and testify. There's a reason why you have character witnesses. And shout out to the space, man. Shout out to everybody in my chat right now. Every whether you agree with me or disagree with me, I appreciate everyone. I've highlighted. MOT was in here, man. If MOT wanted to get on here, and sling fucking hammers and axes, but I'm shutting it down. I'm sure I'll run it to him. But like I said, man, Jessica X, the team doesn't always agree. And hey, Jessica came in this motherfucker ready. Goddamn. She
won.
Yeah, no, she didn't. Because it's the whole thing of building.
Hold on now. She didn't win. She had
down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
She had a glass in her briefcase on and the accent, but no, man.
I just want to say one thing for you, go Fantastic.
We in recess, baby. We going to recess. We got to go to another day. She did make a great case. All right, listen, man. Like I said, we do this, man. Fantastic records. Hey, baby, we're gonna win over here, baby.
I just want to say this. Can I say this right quick? Because I'm gonna jump off.
I'll let you go out the SKC. Hold on. I'll let you go out the SKC. Go ahead, SKC.
About the whole body weight thing, Jessica, you know that our bodies are designed to handle our own weight, right?
Mm-hmm. And so my point to that was that the body can take a certain amount of pressure applied to it, a pressure that is consistent up until our own body weight, right? And that's why I was saying when you have different sorts of pressure, they affect the body differently, which is why if you punch somebody and you have the knuckles connect, it's all about the surface area that connects with the skin. The smaller the surface area...
Which is how you have some people that have massages where they have people walk on their backs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they don't die from asphyxiation.
Right, but it's different because of the consistent pressure. When you're trained to be a masseuse, you actually know about pressure points. You know areas that you can go in on and you can't go in on. You're
Jessica,
aware
you
of.
can't be talking about no massage, Jessica. I'm out. No, Jessica cannot talk about no massages. No,
they gonna clip that and run out.
Jessica, you gonna get clipped. Jessica, you gonna get clipped, and we ain't got time. Okay, you go from last time you was somebody else. Now Jessica be one of these Asian massage ladies. Okay, so no, Jessica, no. Strike that from the record. Y'all didn't hear nothing about Jessica X talking about massage. But you business, go ahead and say what you gotta say, brother. Go ahead.
Hey man, look. I gave you a little pushback, but look, I agree with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to, beef with nobody, but
ain't no beef, man. Hey, you are welcome that, brother. I welcome it. But do business, you always come over here and you have an opposite opinion, brother. You ain't got to no explanations or nothing. Listen, people, for you guys that are new to me and that may be new, listen. Hey, I welcome debate. I love debate. I can only get better in my approach to debates, discussions, or whatnot, what have you, even knowledge and learning out of having conversations with you guys. I don't know everything, but I want to learn as much as possible. So it may be something that you present or scenario or perspective you present that I never ever thought about before. Like I said, I've highlighted several things in the chat where people have brought up points that I didn't even consider. And this is how great arguments and defenses or prosecutors work. What they do is they take any and every possible avenue that someone could come and they counter it. Okay. So that's all I'm saying, brother. I really appreciate your contribution. Go ahead.
Hey, what was the
But hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this. As much as I hate what happened to the brother, he brought it on himself. He really did.
Hey,
and that's the messed up part about it. He brought it on himself. And there's nothing we could do about it. We can't bring him back. He brought it on himself.
He brought that on himself.
I'm saying, man, you can't be acting crazy, bro.
Had he not resisted, he wouldn't have been on the ground. He requested to be on the ground.
You can't be acting crazy.
Hold on.
You can't be doing all this crazy stuff.
Hold on. It's on Bro Truth. It's on Bro Truth. All right, go ahead, Bro Truth.
So what was dude's name again?
Who? Do business?
Dude that died. What was the dude's name?
George Floyd.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
Everybody came together. I appreciate all the love, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all like and share this or whatnot at your own risk. If I know, hey, if you
and
got
subscribe.
Subscribe to me if you're not already subscribed. Subscribe to motherfucking Jessica. Hey, subscribe to Bro Truth. Even Bro Truth is on that bullshit. Definitely subscribe to motherfucking Platinum Elite, man. Platinum Elite is out here giving sound life advice. That's what Platinum Elite is doing. He's helping young men.
The best, yeah.
He has young men that has confidence problems and women problems and all those things. He's giving them very good sound life advice and experience. Because Platinum was 18 years old in like 1970. So shout out to Platinum Elite, man. Always coming through, showing love, whatnot, what have you, man. I greatly appreciate everybody that came through to show love. Shout out to David Johnson at the buzzer, baby. Brothers, know this. The truth should always be able to withstand scrutiny and pushback. Always. Thank you, brother. And we're going to close it out on that. That's that on that one. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla.